Well, there's nothing like racing at a racetrack that you know so well, but many fans are still trying to learn, still trying to process. If you watched NR Night in America back in December, you know this brand new COTA layout is tough. It's fun, it's rigorous, and it's really, really challenging for all the drivers that will get ready to see if they can qualify out of any of those 40 spots. I'm John Ramos saying hello, saying welcome to all the viewers back at home as we get ready to qualify. Drivers have 4 laps to see if they can be a part of any of the 40 spots that are readily available. Bump Day is available here in Austin, Texas, and we're back on this Friday night edition. Now I may be saying, wow, the voice sounds a whole lot better. I did tell myself I'm going to be taking it easy, bringing it back, just to make sure everything is good come this Monday. Because why this Monday? I'll be streaming the Area 500 on this YouTube channel. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. 40 of sim racing's best. Ready to rock and roll for League Night in America. Now my voice is 95% back, not 100, 95, which is great, which is awesome. For the ones that don't know, had a very long sickness after Daytona, lasted over a week. The voice was destroyed for about a week and a half. It is 95% back to the good. So as of this night, we are guaranteed 3 races 100%. When we get to race 4, that's up to you all. We had 200 likes, bingo. But if the voice does go out, we'll have to save that one race for a future night. Keep that all in mind. A lot of great things going on with this YouTube channel. A lot of great things for myself. In-person broadcasting, ready to go full into swing as it's really, as of this moment, and every other week. Very soon it will be every single week, and I'm very excited to get back to that. Hello to all the viewers back at home or watching Circuit of the Americas as the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and Cup Series get ready to tackle this behemoth of a racetrack come Saturday and Sunday over there in Austin, Texas. Now, the last time we did this combo, this exact layout, it was back in December, and it was challenging for most drivers. The big thing, from turn 6A, because this is how they're calling it, all the way over to, let's say, the new straightaway to turn 12, it's a jam. It's a complete jam with drivers trying to work different areas of the speedway, trying to challenge themselves a little bit better on braking, find a way to roll the center a little bit better. You're going to see a lot of that from guys tonight that have already raced on this combo before and have already ran AFITs throughout the entire week. William Schmidt will be racing with us. Let's talk about the schedule for NR Night in America. Once again, this Monday, the Area 500. You will not want to miss it. It's going to be a blast. And on top of that, an e-ticket. A week from today, the World Grand Prix at Le Mans will feature the best road course racers we've got, and it's going to be a 3-hour race of fun. No chicanes down the Mulsanne. We'll be clocking in 218, and a lot of great things will soon to follow after that. Yes, 218 down the Mulsanne. That's exciting. That's fun. But for 3 hours, they're going to be basically endurance racing. The first ever foreign e-ticket in NR Night in America. The first road course e-ticket in NR Night in America. The first timed race as an e-ticket in NR Night in America. These are all for e-ticket events, and they all get to happen just next week. That's March 7th, a Friday, a week from today. Get to watch it all unfold for the 27th e-ticket event. Watching Wyatt Tinsley, he works his way off turn 20 and come back to the line. He currently goes 9th and 10th. Let's talk to drivers as they continue on their single car run. All right, now looking at Daniel Mosteller is top of the board. Is he someone we should chat with? I think so. Mosteller, John Ramos, you got a copy? Well, it is single car qualifying. You are top of the board. Question there, how you feeling? How's it working? And oh boy, Van Drugman is right there, and he's sitting P2.
Yeah, I feel really good. I think I've got a good chance at getting a win, but we got some pretty competitive road racing, so I think it'll be challenging myself.
Will be challenging indeed. Talk about this new layout. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it something you can live with, or is it something you wish you would just throw away and go back to the original course.
This layout promotes chaos, so I don't really like it, but it's fun. I just prefer the longer layout, the original one that we had from 2021 to last year.
It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Now, the turns are all numbered the same as it was for the COTA layout we've known for so well. You go into turn 6 and 6A, you kind of cut across, and then they count everything else as turn 12, turn 13, turn 14. Usually how it was before was you go top of the key at turn 11, and it was a long back straightaway to turn 12. Is that something you like? This is more of a question of preference than anything.
Well, I don't care about the turn numbers, but that section of the course is definitely challenging to get right in terms of just maximizing your lap time without invalidating the lap of the off track. That's what separates a lot of the drivers from each other, is how you maximize the track limits here. Obviously in the race it doesn't really matter, because incident points, they don't matter, but avoiding slowdowns, which is very sensitive here, mainly out of the second to last corner. You know, in real life they're tracking out, but you can't do that on the sim. So just being at the absolute maximum, but not stepping over
What's very interesting, every time we go road course racing, we have the road course ringers, right? They kind of come on in there, they try to steal the show, whether it's an Ethan Stanley. In this case, I know Wyatt Tinsley, he races in the Coke Series, he's top of the board, but Van Drugman, he's kind of our new road course ringer in there. How do they race compared to the regulars on the oval side?
Well, they're very good. I think a lot of people don't really give them enough credit. They're used to seeing me at the front on the road courses, and they're like, you know, I'm in the lobby, I'm gonna win the race. No, a lot of these road racers are not getting the respect that they deserve. Hector, I think he's going to be very good at Le Mans, advanced racing. I think he can be very good too. These aren't like automatic wins for people like me and Stanley. These people, they're gonna give us a good run for our money. Excuse me. But that's what makes it fun. Real competition.
Oh, it's going to be interesting indeed. Bump day, just as interesting. 40 race, all the other 45, or should we say 41st on back go home. Spencer Burns, an odd-looking paint scheme in his Toyota. There with that number 7 as it comes across the start-finish line. You said it promotes chaos. I think just last time we had, what, 1 caution? Do you think we're going to hit the over on that?
And I think so. We had 2 last time. I know
Oh, that's right.
I was running with Stanley and a lapper crashed in front of us. I barely missed him, and then I blew turn 1 on the following restart. I think we'll go over. I think there's going to be a lot more chaos. Everybody wants to win. We're not here to finish second, so I think everyone's going to be elbows out. They're going to do whatever the heck you have to do to win.
All right, going to be a lot of fun to see. Daniel Mosteller projected to roll off inside the top 5, currently sitting P3. Did read the live chat. Yes, a lot of you are saying, hey, the voice is still a little scratchy, so I'll give you an update on kind of just everything. Haven't been talking much. So the scratchiness, I don't think is very much my voice is still gone. It's very much oh, you haven't used your voice in a little while, but it is in the process of being rehydrated right now, and by Monday, I would say even by tomorrow, it's going to be 110%, which tonight is also an opportunity for me to get the voice back and rolling and used to commentating like it currently was a couple weeks ago before the whole sickness happened. I know a lot of drivers are still sick. Riker Byram, he sounded well under the weather today and as of yesterday, so bear with us as we go through these times. But I'm excited. In-person broadcasting coming on back. We'll be in Shady Bowl soon for Cabin Fever. We'll be at Toledo for the Jag Series All-Stars, toward Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as well, and some other great tracks even out there in the East Coast. So keep all that in mind. I'll hopefully post my in-person broadcasting schedule in the Discord if any of you want to go ahead and hear with what I'm doing in person. All eyes on the sim. 37 seconds left. Wyatt Tinsley, top of the board. You see Aiden Walker in 93 rolling around. We're gauging maybe 50 drivers for Le Mans, which is great. We had over 100 signups, a lot of drivers coming on in to see if they can make great things happen. Jaw, aka Joe West, there in the 16th position, driving the number 1, making a return to NR Night in America. Spencer Burns, last one in as of this moment. Now he's completely out. Goes 41st. Keith Ingram bumped Spencer Burns. So did Dustin McCrane. While you look at drivers like Michael Mitchum, no time out of him, and will be outside of the top 40. Let's get ready to go green. So 40 drivers race as we get ready to rock and roll. We did get to speak to some before we got rolling, and excited for that indeed. Eladam Contreras, new scheme for him. That will be for the World Grand Prix. You'll be able to watch that just next week. But Wyatt Tinsley, an e-ticket winner, a Coke Series driver, a multi-time NR Night in America champion. He is top of the board, sitting there in first. I'm excited to see what Van Drugman does. He is a road course ringer, and he will be sitting on the outside of row number 1. Mosteller, James Thurston, row number 2. Keep an eye on Hector Collazo. Not too many know who Hector Collazo is because we mainly run ovals here. A road course ringer at heart. He's looking to take an e-ticket away from a lot of the regulars, and he will be running that Lightning McQueen 95. Here's the interesting thing about the Lightning McQueen 95. Originally sent it to me and said, I want to run this scheme. And I said, Hector, heck no. We said, no Cars movie schemes. Not happening. Find another 95. He finds another 95. He sends it to me, but I already sent the Rust-eze 95 to Jarrett, aka the Iceberg. And he says, that scheme is absolutely beautiful. And it's running the World Grand Prix. Heck yeah, this is going to be a great event. Let out a big sigh. Hector, you're running the 95. And that is how it all went and how it all went down. Hector Collazo, it's going to be interesting with that 95. That may just be his look to the end of time, including if he does win the e-ticket event. He's done very well on the road courses, but on the ovals, it has been the quite opposite. Has ran well outside the top 20 on ovals like intermediates and short tracks and even super speedways. This is his best shot at winning an e-ticket all year. I'm very excited to see what he can do come next week. It's a Toyota front row. Wyatt Tinsley, Van Drugman will roll us around off turn 12 as we get ready to go green. Lights are off. We go green this time by. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. And once again, for everyone wondering, yes, the voice is 95% of the way there. It's almost there. It has to be reworked after the sickness. Found out the vocal cords were strained as ever. But it's coming back, and it's going to be perfect by the time the Area 500 commences. With that, 3 races guaranteed tonight. 200 likes will get race number 4. It's a beautiful Friday evening wherever you may be. In the simulator, it's the afternoon hours in Austin, Texas, as 2 Toyotas get ready to race and brace for turn 1. Pace car will make the hard left onto pit road. Chevy and Ford, road number 2, James Thurston. In the number 6 machine, Daniel Mosteller in 87. No better time to get excited than just right now. A 20-lap feature from Circuit of the Americas. Let's light the fuse from Austin, Texas. Turn 1, Van Drugman gets a tag by James Thurston. Hector Collazo goes around right in the middle of the field. Joseph Armstrong with a piece. Bryson Burr, 22, goes around as well, 33. That should be Gary Smith and Hector Collazo already out of the race. Mosteller, P2, Wyatt Tinsley, race leader. And if you're wondering, hey, why wasn't there a caution? Relaxed yellows into turn 1. And the race continues on after. Joey back, Van Drugman underneath. This is the stadium section of COTA. Beck showing what he can. Has not been confirmed for the World Grand Prix. More of a, hey, we want to wait and see how you can do. As he rolls his way into the 5th position. James Thurston, P3, Wyatt Tinsley, race leader. Thurston will be driving the 4 for the World Grand Prix just next week. Mosteller will be an 87, but the all-red Coca-Cola car. Aiden Walker, trouble. Gavin Austin into William Schmidt. Aiden Walker makes up time around the outside, gets 1, 2, 3, as Matt Steinmeier in 23 will drop back to 10th. Now a lot of pushing and shoving. You're going to see a lot of that in the middle of this pack. There's William Schmidt, there's Gavin Austin watching on in his Chevrolet. The twists and turns of the S's still very much with us. Oh, I don't think the 2 is done. Late break down into 6A. And really over the curbing. Cuts the entire infield before the short straightaway now to turn 12. Joey back, Matthew Brower, Zachary Trevino for the ones just tuning in, saying, hey, your voice sounds a little bit better, but it's not 100%. That is true, 95%. That's how I'm feeling right now. Still have to get the broadcast voice back. It's almost like you have to completely rework the vocal system, but it's getting there. It's very much getting there. For the ones that don't know, I believe I had the flu, and I did a lot of coughing, and what that does is that it destroys the vocal cords. It strains it out. And it's almost like you have to rework getting it back. How do you do that? Well, you go on voice rest, a lot of fluids, and then you got to learn how to speak for long periods of time again. So, Enter Night in America for myself tonight, a big practice before the e-ticket event and before the Area 500. One sideways in 88. Jackson Byes goes for a slide with Joe West. And that was Chase Crawl going for a loop. He gets ready to put it back in gear. As we stay green, 18 to go. So what is deemed a caution? Because on the road courses, it's usually relaxed yellows. Well, track blockers usually go ahead and bring them out. Restarts, we very much relax yellows to get the race spread out and going. But anything that could deem an incident and a plague to other drivers usually bring a caution out. In this case, still 39 drivers running, just 1 driver out of the race, Hector Collazo, who's a favorite heading into the World GP. Schmidt and Gavin Austin, they've gone at it multiple times. You see Connor Horn in the 11th position, watching for the back bumper as he has worked his way through this pack just ever so slightly. Was as low as 19th at one point, started 18th up to the 11th position now, as the overlay says, currently in 12th, making up a spot that over William Schmidt. Half a second the difference between the top 2, Wyatt Tinsley, Daniel Mosteller, James Thurston. Then you got Van Trugman back there in the 4th spot. Joey back in 5th, Yahir Rodriguez, who will be racing in the World GP. He is in the 6th position. River Page will be racing as well. He sits 7th in his 24. Mosteller, Wyatt Tinsley fight for the race lead. Tinsley in the JD Graphics 20. Mosteller in the Eagles 87. showed up to the back bumper of that Toyota very quickly off 6A as they work their way to 12. Wyatt Tinsley early on looked to be running away with it. Got to about 7 or 8 tenths over Daniel Mosteller. James Thurston has set the hook on second. He's starting to reel him in. Van Drugman has set the hook on Thurston. He's reeling him in. Quickly showing that this could be a 4-car race in or around maybe the next half of a lap. Beautiful crowd watching on back home as the leaders work their way through the stadium section. Turn 19. Tinsley well back to the gas as he works his way back to the chute and into turn 20. Austin, Texas has given us great races before. We've seen nothing but the best. What is so great about this track? Every corner is different. The S's, the cutoff, the hard braking zones. We see drivers good on one end of the speedway while drivers continue to work on improving on the other. In this case, we know most is great in the S's. Wyatt Tinsley, he was great the last 2 or 3 laps on this end of the speedway. But can it be better than the 87 sweet spot? Van Drugman, he started on the front row. He sees Thurston dead ahead. But deeper in the pack, it's a different story. River Page back in the 6th position has caught Yahir Rodriguez. Joey Beck is sitting there. We're going to see what he can do if he can improve on anything. Maximilian Bianco, Aiden Walker. Showing up, showing out, trying to improve on each end of the speedway. Just about a tenth the difference. Wyatt Tinsley holds on through Stadium. But this is his best part of the track. 19 to 20, and he's going to slip up. Circuit of the Americas has a new logo as well. Was shown on the thumbnail. I want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned on in. This track is interesting. When they first unveiled it, I wasn't a fan. I was like, oh man, really love turn 11 and 12 of this racetrack, that long straightaway. But at least in Night in America, it has proven to be one heck of a racetrack. And with 15 laps to go, the top 4 are well under a second of each other. There's Thurston there in 3rd. Van Drugman there in 4th. Oh, kicking up the marbles. Actually, should I say the litter? Went Tinsley with Mosteller. So the top 4 lies. Yahir Rodriguez able to pull away just ever so slightly from River Page. Same at that from Joey Beck, Aiden Walker, Maximilian Bianco, Max Steinmeier, Connor Horn coming in from area, William Schmidt, Zachary Trevino, Zachary Trulling, Gavin Austin. A lot of damage there, that nose to the 2. He's really put the bumper on a couple times. Just behind them, Chad Hornish, who will be racing in the World Grand Prix, has joined the fray as well. Matthew Brower, yes indeed, with Peter Terrio, Derek Shaver in 30, Chase Scroll in 88. This is the fight for the race lead. Wyatt Tinsley, Mosteller, Thurston, and Drugman. Two Toyotas, a Chevy, and a Ford. Thurston trying what he can to maybe apply the pressure to the 87. But nobody in this top 2 has really been able to get away, and that's what makes it so exciting. Here's 4 drivers working their way around the speedway. There's 5th just coming into view with River Page in 6th. And they've done such a good job of separating themselves from the rest of the field. And I will be asking the viewers once again, let me know how the voice sounds. Still working on getting it back to 110%. Is it good enough to listen to? And is it only partial moments where it gets a little scratchy? Please let me know so I can continue to improve, because the goal is for everyone to tune in this Monday night for the Area 500. I'll be broadcasting it live on the IDK Player YouTube channel. 100 laps for the World Center of Racing area, one of the greatest leagues on iRacing, and the Cup Series has found its home on the IDK Player YouTube channel. Oh man, you may have just thought Mosteller was going to make a move to turn 19. It's not going to work on that end of the speedway. Thurston in third, Van Drugman in fourth, Eric W. gifting down 10 memberships. How about it? And all you viewers will be able to use the icons for the Area 500, the World Grand Prix as well. Want to thank Eric W. Will be a sponsor for the World Grand Prix. I'm very grateful for the donation he gave on iRacing for us to continue to test and grow, with $40 added to the iRacing account. You saw Wyatt Tinsley lock up turn 1, and I think Mosteller is tired of waiting. What to do? What to do? Tinsley is there and he's holding on. Also want to say thank you to David Bell dropping down the $2 super chat. Did see what he said earlier. Wishing the best, and hopefully I do get better. I am getting better as well with all the fun action. Getting the reps in, having a great time on a Tuesday evening. Tinsley goes wide in 13. Mosteller to the race lead. And don't look now, but James Thurston is there. Top end of Wyatt Tinsley. Doesn't have the preferred groove. Back to 14, 15, and 16. Through 17 and 18, all smooth. 19, that's a brace. As Van Drugman is just peeking to the inside of that Ford. Can't get him. Great race thus far. 12 laps to go, and Mosteller's the race leader. Look at those brake rotors just glowing. Drugman under Thurston. Does he say thank you very much? No, not so fast. Still toe-to-toe back through the S's. The next gens are heading back to Le Mans, the World Grand Prix, for the 27th e-ticket event. The road course ringers have come to life nonetheless. You see Wyatt Tinsley thinking about closing back in on that 87. Will it be a third e-ticket title for Mosteller next week? I think that's a genuine question we have to start asking others. Hector Collazo, a favorite to win at Le Mans. He's the first driver out of this race, and all the worry comes down to lap 1, racing down the Mulsanne. Tinsley P2, Van Drugman P3. River Page found his way around. Yahir Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the, do we call it a Paddle Award throwback? I would just say the Paddle Award livery. Sitting there in 6th. Aiden Walker in 7th. Maximilian Bianco. Connor Horn. Max Steinmeier. Oh boy, these two are having a run for the money. From turn 18 to turn 19. Yeah, just almost looked underneath him. 11 laps to go from Austin, Texas. Horn in 9th, Steinmeier in 10th. William Schmidt is lined in. That's with Zachary Trevino. Van Drugman under Wyatt Tinsley. Nice, good old thank you very much. And Drugman will find his way into that second position. Lamb Bombard, he's up to 19th. Eladon Contreras up to 20th. 1 second the difference between Drugman and Mosteller. How does this play out? We've seen Drugman already quick in practice. He did very well during qualifying. Now this is where he sits with 11 laps to go. He's closing the gap. Every little chance he can. Interesting indeed. I'm telling you, these road course ringers, they come out of nowhere. They get excited about road racing, and that's why we have a road course e-ticket. For the last 3 years, one of the big topics of e-tickets were, when are we going to have a Bristol e-ticket, and when are we going to have a road course e-ticket? This year, we are scheduled to have 2, already one with Le Mans, as Mosteller works his way uphill into turn 1. James Thurston, Wyatt Tinsley. Drugman is there. He's under 0.6 of a second. Now this was the sweet spot for Mosteller at one point during the race, the S's. Has been able to do a great job of just keeping stride. But Drugman very aggressive from 6A now to turn 12. He's under 0.6 of a second, and he may just be able to strike on that 87. Bryson Bird in 22, you saw him up and out of the way. Toyota Chevrolet with 10 laps to go. And a very quick race at that. It's only 8:30 on the East Coast. And a week from today, a 3-hour e-ticket event. Nothing like a road trip through Le Mans. Or through the countryside, should we say, of France. Wyatt Tinsley drops back to just over 2 seconds. Van Drugman. He's there, but he's not where he wants to be. Soon to be, that could be a difference. 9 to go. Brake rotors on the left front glowing hot. Drugman a better bite in and through that first corner. Turn 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's going to be the difference. Moses doing a great job, just inches off the, well, I was going to say inches off the turtle. He used the entire turtle that time through turn 5. But Drugman very strong from 6A to turn 11. Nine to go, will be 8 to go. So far, a caution-free race. And he's there. He's just very easily able to pull to the back bumper of that Chevrolet. The question now is if he can make a move, and if so, where? Wyatt Tinsley, James Thurston, battle for third. Rodriguez back to 6. Just over a 9/10 cushion to Aiden Walker. James Thurston says thank you very much to turn 20. And Tinsley tries to switch back. Does it work? No, it doesn't. James Thurston, P3. The uphill section, all about racing. Tinsley slides off the end of turn 1. And we'll drop back, needing a yellow. Thurston in no man's land. Drugman, Mosteller. How many times has Mose won at a road course for using the bumper on the last lap? The question is, will it happen again? Tinsley going around. And we'll lose time. River Page there in 5th. I think we'll quickly catch that number 20. 4 tenths, 3 tenths. Toyota, Chevrolet, 8 to go, soon to be 7. It's a 2-horse race. This is what you love to see. Trying to find that edge, trying to find that opportunity. Thurston over 4 seconds back. Wyatt Tinsley now 11 seconds back. Rodriguez 18. There's a fight for 6. River Page, Ada Walker. And Walker will not try the lunge to the inside of turn 20. River Page will try just that on Yahir Rodriguez. It's on. Multiple battles around the speedway. You can see them on the intervals. But with 7 laps to go, Van Drugman just lost touch with Moss Stiller. Still the fastest car on the speedway. And the last 2 laps were just about even. James Thurston, 137. Back in the 3rd spot, you see Yahir trying to defend off the 93. I don't think that's going to work. Tight from 6.8 to 11. Page with a hop. Rodriguez trying something. Connor Horn, Max Steinmeier. Rolling around the speedway. And with 6 laps to go, Moss Stiller has a cushion that he would love to see grow. Unfortunately, it's not growing. It was actually shrinking for a matter of moments. I wonder what Van Drugman possibly destroyed when it came down to tires. And so good on this end of the speedway. Wyatt Tinsley into the barriers. He's done. Single car incident off the racing surface. Walker, Page, Rodriguez. Now the fight for the 4th position. Page is doing a great job just keeping the nose in front of Walker in 93. Oh, the twists, the turns, the Circuit of the Americas. But with 6 laps to go, this is what we have to offer. Walker a lunge into turn 12. Page a slam in the side of the 93. Yahir Rodriguez, he wants a piece of it. Gets 1, wants 2. Not able to make it work. Six laps to go. 7 tenths the difference between the leaders. The fight for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Yahir's got a great kick up back off 19. Nice head of steam. Coming back to turn 20. 5 to go from Circuit of the Americas. Half a second the difference between the race leaders. And Moses losing touch just a little, including on an end of a speedway where Van Drugman's a little bit better. Lap traffic in front of him. Christian Delgado. Put a little bit of grass on the speedway. We watched the fight for the lead. We watched the fight for 4th. Watch from the gearbox. Late break, Aiden Walker, top side. Try that old quarter-mile move, a switchback. But does it work now, having to run the long way into the stadium section of this racetrack? Van Drugman lost a lot of time. Trying to navigate lap traffic. How to find his way around Keith Ingram in 01. Walker, back bumper over River Page. Rodriguez still watching as they work their way to turn 19. That's a great lunge there in turn 20. 4 laps to go. Top 2 separate just over a second. James Thurston, no man's land. The fight's for 4th. Here inching wide. Everybody else in and out. Now this is probably the best part of the racetrack right now. That crossover from turn 6 and 6A into turn 12. Ooh, Page with a pinch. And a quick lockup. Walker underneath says thank you very much. Wants to commit to that position, just cannot do it. The cat and mouse game, or should we say, 3 drivers playing chess at once. Page 24, Walker 93, Yahir Rodriguez in the 5. And Walker will have another shot at it. Van Drugman losing time there in second. He drops back to 2.5. As Mosteller quickly pulls away. Coming to 2 laps to go for him this time by. 3 to go as of this moment. Battle for 4th. Walker, Page, 4th and 5th. Yahir Rodriguez watching on from 6th. At one point, Van Drugman was within 3/10 of Mosteller. As quickly we've seen that race car go away. Connor Horn up the 7th. Race into 2 to go. Where's your race leader, you may add? How about turn 19? Finding his way around Lane Sanders and Eric Lambert. You can just tell that car is ill handling. Can't get back to the gas. 2 to go. And remember, here at COTA, it's that first finish line on how they count what would be deemed checkered flag or still racing on. River Page, Aiden Walker. Now losing that rear end. Looks one way, looks the other. Another swank to the inside. Aiden Walker overshoots turn 1. Page in the middle. Yahir Rodriguez challenging to the S's. And he's doing everything he can to at least just stick with the River Page 24. Mosteller has been able to check out Caution-free race with relaxed yellows into turn 1. But we quickly saw this pack separate out. Do you like the new layout? Do you miss the old? No matter what, 87 seems to be up front in both. Off turn number 20, Salamanca. 1 to go from Austin, Texas. We watch on to the battle for 4th. Now this is going to be the exciting one heading back to the line. Maybe even 8th and 9th. Could get a little spicy. Yahir Rodriguez. A straight line to turn 19. Deep on in, goes wide over the strips. We've seen these drivers get pulled uphill to turn 1. Riding on Aiden Walker, 93. A quick overcut. 2 seconds of difference between the leaders as Mose can't find his way through the lap traffic. And Trugman able to close on in. Able to really close on in. To about 1 point, nearly a second flag. Lap traffic sideways as they race to the white flag. Race leader just behind. This track and Daniel Mosteller have a great relationship. And one thing, that's going the victory lane. Off turn 20 for the final time. Mosteller wins it in COTA. The fight for P4. And they just got to turn 12. River Page, Yahir Rodriguez. Aiden Walker getting spicy. Gets the 2 for 1. Forced to defend to turn 19. Last brace, deep into 20. Walker sideways, back to the line. Yahir Rodriguez just inches his way to the fast 4. And what about William Schmidt? He gets 9th, Trevino gets 10th. Oh, don't you just love COTA? And a big W for 87. Most wins in 2025. And now may be the favorite to win the World Grand Prix come just next week. That's March 7th. Big fan of the Eagles. He has it as Fly Eagles Fly. On that back bumper, Mosteller would like to fly his way into a 3rd e-ticket title and sit head of the table in 2025. He's closer than he's ever been, and he looks very positive heading into Le Mans. Who thinks Mosteller is going to win the World Grand Prix next week? Got to go ahead and ask. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. I still think Hector Colasso has the best odds. But you cannot look away from this 87. What a race it was here from Circuit of the Americas. And we'll get ready to go talk to the race winner. Any viewers coming on after wondering where COTA is, please let them know on how it was just round number 1. Mosteller, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
What was a fun race? You had a battle. You saw Van Trugman started closing in a little bit late, and then he started pulling away. Lap traffic, it looked to be tough. How did you manage?
Well, I was prepared for it. Remember what I said in qualifying? That these guys, you know, they don't get enough respect. They gave me a run for my money. That was a lot of fun.
It very much was. Fly, Eagles, fly. I didn't know you were a Birds fan. I thought for a moment you may have been a Patriots fan being from Connecticut.
You know, Philly football is the only sports my mom will talk. So I naturally, my first game that I watched was actually the Super Bowl we won.
Really?
And, yeah, and you know, it was kind of a family bonding thing. I love sports, so my mom, since you know, it's the only sport she talks. You know, gotta keep up on it and fly, Eagle, fly, yeah.
Well, guess what? Talladega is round number 2. Heading into the World Grand Prix, it's a little bit interesting. Van Drugman still to be determined if he will be in it. Matter of fact, he will. Van Drugman now in the World Grand Prix. That list continues to grow. We may be expanding from 40 drivers to 50. Heading into next week, who do you think has the best shot at taking a run for your money, and why is it Hector Collazo?
Oh, he's fast in testing. A theory that I've always believed, and I think it's true based off the stats, is that international tracks I am not good at. Any NASCAR track or any track in the United States, you know, I'm pretty good at road course wise, but these international tracks, I've been running NR since the start, and Bathurst late last year was the first time I ever won outside of the US. So it takes a lot longer for me to kind of get into a rhythm and kind of learn the kart track combo. I know a lot of other people adapt a lot quicker than I do. I know Walker's one of them. You know, he's any odd combo that we run, he's always up at the front because he can adapt right on the fly.
Oh, well, the big thing is you obviously not getting ran into the back of. We saw very quickly he was involved in an incident. So do you think that speed will transition over?
Yeah, I think he would have been up there, up at the front with us if he didn't get taken out turn 1, lap 1. He's fast. He's somebody that he flies under a lot of radars, and everybody's telling me in here saying this is the easiest win you're ever gonna get. And you know, like I gotta keep telling them that, you know, there's a lot of road ringers in here that, you know, you might not see them that often, but they're pretty good. I know Van, he's fast. Hector, he's fast. Conklin, he's faster than me, and I think he's running. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, especially up at the front.
It's going to be very interesting indeed with how that all goes down. So Van Drugman just confirmed himself for the World Grand Prix. We're starting to get a nice group of road ringers to join that e-ticket. And we still got our regulars that will be racing as well. Let's turn the page. COTA is done. We're heading to Talladega. That looks to be just a 40-lap race with single car qualifying. How do you turn on and off a race in NR night, going from a road course to then a super speedway, and following that we go to Stafford, your home track, for round number 4, or excuse me, round number 3?
Oh, it's a lot better when you start off winning. It's kind of like you get the I don't care. That's my thing. Like if I win a race to start the night, I don't care. I just have fun, and that gets me in a good mood. Arguably, that makes me a lot better as a driver. You know. I come here to win. I don't come here to finish second, third, fourth, whatever. I come here to win, and every time I win, it's awesome. It's a great feeling, especially in front of this amazing crowd we have at home. Love the viewers, love the support. But yeah, it's not that hard to kind of turn the page, go to a different track, because I'm successful there. So
that is true. Well, it would be interesting indeed to see kind of how this all goes down. Getting ready to race for an e-ticket, just getting ready to race into the rest of the night. Excited for you to go to victory lane. What do you want to say to the viewers back at home?
Oh yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thank you for broadcasting as always. PCR, my teammates.
How are you feeling, by the way? Hate to cut you off there. How are you feeling?
I've just about overcome the ear infection. My left ear is 100%, but my right ear, it's still about 80%. But I got my voice back for the most part. I'm feeling better for the first time in a long time. So, good mood.
Good mood. Well, you can't continue. Sorry to go ahead and cut you off. Should not have done that, but at the end of the day, I was really curious. I was like, wait a minute, you sound a lot better than you did yesterday.
Yeah, new day. I'm just glad I'm feeling better, because having no voice, having this really bad hearing was really frustrating, really ticking me off. So, yeah, I wish I wasn't feeling this way when I was out at Daytona, but there's always next time.
There is always next time. Always great to see you winning. Dana Mosteller, congratulations on that. We'll get ready to go to Talladega here in just a matter of moments. Man, William Schmidt was quick. Started to see him work his way up. Let's talk to, before we talk to William Schmidt, let's talk to River Page. Page, caution-free race. You're working your way up through the field. Talk to me about probably what you needed there, a little bit late, but a great battle for fourth nonetheless.
Oh man, well John, I tell you what, I'm not really the best driver of this car. Maybe not as good as I used to be because it's just struggling for grip that whole race there. I started 15th, and then I don't think I can recall a race that we've done at COTA.
Was there an update where they adjusted the grip level of the next gen? I actually have to ask because in testing, people are talking about how loose they are at Le Mans. Testing for COTA, how loose they were. There's no grip. There has to have been an update, at least as of recent.
I think there was, because I mean it is definitely more difficult, but and obviously it doesn't deter like the people that like demox. But I think Tinsley was kind of struggling. He fell all the way to fourth. I assumed that it would be him in control that whole time, but that was a good battle. I didn't have that much speed, and I didn't have that much tires left, and then me and Walker and here we're racing for the last 5 laps. That was a lot of fun. I think you probably saw the end of it. We were racing for like fourth right there. That was a fun battle, but yeah, this car feels like it's more difficult than it used to be.
That's very interesting.
Just all 3 of the NASCAR, classes in general, I think are just less grip now.
That's interesting because you're heading to an e-ticket, right? You're heading to Le Mans. You haven't done much testing. You got a lot of that going on. What's some worries heading in, and why do people continue to talk about the Mulsanne?
Well, I think a worry for me is that the track is so long. There's so many like high-speed corners, especially with this car. I think they're probably getting like 210 on the back straightaway, whatever it's called, in those chicanes. And if this car doesn't have grip, it's definitely going to be super easy to lock up and make mistakes on those corners. And if you get a bad exit because there's no grip, straightaway is like 3 miles long, so you're just going to be losing time until you hit top speed, basically. So I think that's probably the thing with the next gen there, is just really needing to focus on being able to keep the car within like the tire temperature that you want it to be at for the whole run.
Awesome. Going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we clocked 218 in the draft. I think by yourself, you're going about 210, 208, 209, depending on how good of a run you get. But it's going to be interesting. Still a lot of unknowns heading into that race. I think that's what we're very excited about. Great job racing there at Circuit of the Americas. We'll continue to chat with other drivers as the night goes on. You know what? Let's talk about Collazo. He's the big talking point. Collazo, I don't think I've ever interviewed anyone for finishing last in NR Night in America, but this time you get to break down that barrier.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that. I don't want to say anything bad about Aiden Walker, but yeah, Bubba, you gotta turn the wheel a little more, you know what I mean? Like, car goes left. Yeah.
You gotta turn the wheel. Well, you still got racing tonight. We got single car qualifying here with the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Talladega.
Yep.
And you got to qualify your way in, but we were all looking at this race to see, okay, are you the real deal? Because you're fastest currently in Speed Weeks. You've been fastest by a wide margin in Speed Weeks, but you just got ran over at COTA. Really couldn't show much of it. Is that a worry heading into Le Mans, knowing that you could get ran over at the end of the Mulsanne, or maybe not being able to get enough in-person track race time like some of these other guys like Mosteller just did?
Hell no, bro. What? Bro, we're not letting that happen. No matter what. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That's COTA. It's a completely different track. We're gonna try to pull away in that first sector, hopefully, if we're quick enough. And yeah, try not to get assassinated by Brayden Movic, who might do something. So,
I don't think he's going to do anything. I think he's going to race, but I think it's going to be interesting. Obviously, you're a big talking point, but we don't really see you on the ovals a lot. Like, you race on the ovals in NR Night in America. That's great. But we don't see you racing up front often. What's the difference on your approach on iRacing versus all these other guys that usually race ovals?
Well, I'm a large, as you can probably see, I'm a massive road course guy, so ovals aren't really my type of thing, but, you know, just like Chase Carl, since he's a super speedway merchant, you know, that's probably the only thing I'm really good at. So, yeah.
Well, very interesting indeed. How are you looking at Friday? Are you going in with a lot of positivity, a lot of confidence, or is it still, you never know what could happen?
Yeah, it's like a mix of positivity and, like, you know, like, middle. I mean, like you said, I'm pretty quick in speed weeks, which I want to try to bring into race pace for 3 hours, which is not going to be fun. But, yeah, mentality-wise, definitely going to try to bring in positive energy, not get nervous if I make a mistake or whatever, and hopefully try to pull away in a big gap. So, yeah. Everyone tune in, please. We need to get those G's up for this race.
Bingo. Going to be a lot of fun to see. You're going to be on everyone's radar for about the next week. That's Hector Colanzo, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to chat. How about Yahir Rodriguez? Yahir, would you consider yourself a road course guy? I think you're more of an open wheel guy.
I mean, I started racing road courses. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a top road course guy, but I think I'm more road racer than anything. But yeah, I think I'll put myself in that category.
All right. Well, we got the e-ticket coming up. Well, how has testing been, and was COTA maybe a nice little test bed before everything kind of comes together next week?
Oh yeah, COTA was I think was a perfect bed to testing. It was super loose in the beginning, kind of leveled out, but then started getting loose again. And with the setup in Le Mans being loose as well, I think it was probably a really good choice to start testing, especially in the same car. So I think this race was a very, very good first step to the process of winning this e-ticket. We obviously have Hector. Hector's a amazing racer. So with this practice, we're hoping that we give our guys a little bit more of a shot to win or compete. But I think, yeah, this was a very good first step to that outcome.
Did you join here at Talladega?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. We're going to be bumping a lot of guys. That's going to be very interesting. Any worry with single car qualifying?
Yeah, dude, I suck at it. I don't know how to do any of this. I don't know where that lap kind of put me, but I mean, it's safe, so.
For the viewers wondering, yes, that is Parker White in 95 making a nice return. Sammy excuse me, I almost called you Sammy Yaya because your name is Yaya on the Discord. Yahir Rodriguez, good luck from here on out. And we'll go ahead and drag him back. A lot of racing tonight, a lot of excitement as well, really in the air as we get ready to go green. Less than a minute remaining of single car qualifying. Who's on the outside looking in? Chase Crawl, Andres Varez, Joey Beck, Nathan Lyons, Joe West, and a whole lot of others trying to see if they can make the show. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. Want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned on in as we get ready to attempt to go green here tonight. Going to be a lot of fun to see who's got what, why, and how, all ahead of the green flag. Going to be fun, no doubt about it. Going to be very, very fun. Moss Stellar top of the board after just being 29th. William Schmidt up to second. Chase Crawl into third. How about this one? Ben Herter up to fourth. Who's in? Who's out? Hornish is out. Truhl is out. Trevino is out. And same with Andres Varez. Devin George has found his way into the show. So 60 drivers attempted to qualify. 40 will go green. And we'll get ready to go trackside. So we get ready to lock and load with things. Ben Herter, how about this one? Hello to you. He sits P4 as this moment. Beautiful crowd watching back at home. And yes, if you ever hear that voice get a little scratchy, it's probably because I still need a cough. It's going to be great. A lot of drivers still battling sicknesses, getting back in the swing of things, trying to get my broadcasting voice back to normal. But nonetheless, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great night of racing, great night of action. Parker White, Aiden Walker, Josh Kenyon, Vincent Gucci, and so many others line up as we get ready to go green. Toyota Chevrolet front row, William Schmidt. And we did say we were going to speak to him, didn't we? Let's go ahead and have a word with good old Schmitty. Schmitty, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Have the nice Brandon Brown throwback on as you're graded up 2x2. You started making a little bit of a charge there at COTA. What else did you need to probably sneak into that top 5?
A better right front tire and better rear tires. The only tire that was working was the left front. It was slidey and it did not want to turn. It was an awful feeling.
Well, I got to go ahead and ask you this. We're getting ready to go green for Talladega, a completely different perspective of what you will see for the World Grand Prix. What did you learn from the next gen, at least in racetrack?
I learned it doesn't want to handle very well. That
has to be new, because before everyone said it was like glue.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been doing a whole lot on the sim recently, so I don't know what is updated, what isn't, but it definitely felt different than what it used to be.
Wow. Okay. It's going to be a handling type race. Do you think that's how it's going to go?
I feel like it might. If somebody can manage their tires properly, it's not in the way that you would think, because the next gen tire model is whack on road courses. Like before, you didn't even have to save; you could just push the whole time and not have to worry about anywhere.
Right.
Now it's like it functions somewhat the same, but there's like a little bit of wear. It feels like it just wears when it wants to. It's really weird. So if somebody can figure it out and manage their tires properly, I feel like they'll definitely have a leg up over the rest of the field.
Going to be interesting with how that all rocks and rolls. We got the lights off on top of the pace car. William Schmidt, good luck.
Yep, thank you, man.
And he's going to get ready to roll with us. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God, speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. This is the moment you've waited for. Welcome to Alabama. Two by two, field finding their way to turns 3 and 4. Sun just glimmering over there in the west as the night sky gets ready to take place. You want to see a super speedway race? You want to see some of the best drivers in iRacing run in Laurel? Well, try the Area 500 this Monday on the IDK Player YouTube channel. Two by two to the restart zone to start this race off strong. Mosteller elected to start from the rear, so it will be Chase Crawl and William Schmidt lighting the fuse from Talladega. First time full saw will be off of the end of the back straightaway. Chase Crawl, shove on the inside by James Thurston. William Schmidt, he's topside with help from the 8. Trouble, spin deep in the field. Carlos Truther. Heavy damage. I think he just went around on his own. We saw him blinking deep in the field. And that's not enough to warrant the yellow. We stay green. Chase Crawl leads lap 1. A long race. Restart starts. That's where you see the relaxed yellows. River Page on the outside, one of the Pasissa machines. He's lined up there with James Thurston. Thurston with Schmidt. Herder dropping back to 5th. Want to say hello and thank you to NASCC. Welcoming in the new Hot Pass. Being a part of the community. 3x3, it's on already in this 40-lap race. Josh Kenyon, East topside with none other than Parker White. Racing at Talladega, always exciting, always fun. Highest viewed e-ticket event was here at this racetrack. The Alabama 500 will be returning in 2025. And as always, a hot ticket for drivers. Quickly, 60 drivers joined on in, and 40 were able to make the show off single car queue. Schmidt in 68. Helping hand from River Page in 24. Three wide, top side, Jason Beckman. Had a heck of a shove from that 27 as it stays clean and green up front. 3x3, count it 7, maybe 8 rows deep. And we usually see a lot cleaner racing in the Xfinity Series because there's a bubble. You don't get that huge push, that huge run, that slam draft that you see with the next gens. You don't see that really tight-knit racing where there's no air in between the cars like the trucks. Schmidt, almost a bad push. That was by the 24 River Page. So Kroll will fall in line there at 88. Thurston slots in line in 96. Jason Beckman may have just led that lap in 14. Yes, he did. Oh, push deep in the field. And that was the number 12, just getting a little bit out of shape. Bryson Bird. What do these drivers see when they're 3x3? Well, this is Joe West on the outside. They're in the 17 machine. Here's Riker Byram on the bottom. From the view of Joseph Tucker in 91. And when you get stuck 3 wide like this, I mean, there's really nowhere to roll. I mean, you can make a 4th lane if you want. They can run 4x4. But then you put yourself at risk of going to the back. You put others at risk that maybe don't want to go with you. You're kind of just stuck, unless you're up front running for the lead. Jason Beckman, one of the first drivers to try a 3rd lane. Now on the inside with William Schmidt. James Thurston in the middle. He's with Herder. And don't look now, but Derek Shaver closing in at 30. 34 laps to go when they get to the line. Ford and Toyota side by side. Thurston 96, Beckman in the Toyota, that's the 14. Inside lane, outside lane, one wants a shove, one wants a heave. Christian Delgado, 4 wide as the lap machine. Getting really tight. Oh, trouble. Beckman around, deep in the field. Collects 1, 2, maybe 3 machines, and the caution will wave for the first time. And Jason Beckman got really stuck on the outside as well. Nathan Lyons getting a piece of it. And really nowhere to go from there. Lyons, if I'm not mistaken, making his pro late model debut at Hickory just within the coming weeks. Multi-time winner in NR Night in America. Let's go take a peek at what happened. There's Delgado. He's up near the wall. Does he get clipped? Oh, very much does. That's by Joe West. And Lyons really just an innocent bystander. Nowhere to run. So the lap car was not at fault. You saw West quickly work his way up the speedway and slam right into 13. Christian Delgado involved in that incident. So Thurston, Bianco, and Schmidt, now the new top three. Check that, Bianco may be coming to pit road. So it'll be Thurston, Schmidt, and River Page, the new top three. Let's see who we can chat with and how they're running. Let's start, actually, with the Jason Beckman 14. Beckman, John Ramos, you got a copy.
How's it going, Jonathan?
It's going pretty good. Mostly back to normal when it comes down to feeling good. The voice, 95% of the way there. Feeling pretty good about that. Ever so often it gets a little scratchy, and then I have to go ahead and cough, and it's back to normal. Hey, you're just racing up front, then you got pushed to the back. What happened?
Really just didn't plan my move that well. I tried to slide up in the middle of the corner. You know, I could have came down and blocked Josh, and we probably would have been fine. But I like Josh, and I don't want to put anyone up there in a scenario where, you know, we're all wrecking on lap 8.
Right.
Obviously, it did happen anyways. At least I wasn't in it. Not my fault. So we're chilling right now. You know, we're going to go ride the rest of this race out, keep a clean car till the finish, and let's go Ducks.
As in the Anaheim Ducks?
Yes, sir. I was just at an Anaheim Ducks game last
Why
night.
did I think you were a Kings fan?
I am a Kings fan and a Ducks fan.
Okay.
And a Capitals fan.
Okay.
I love
The Capitals is kind of a question. How did you become a Capitals fan?
After they won the Stanley Cup in 2018, I received a box of signed goodies from TJ Oshie because my dad knows TJ Oshie's dad.
Oh.
So I was talking with him throughout their whole playoff run.
How about that?
But yeah, we scored 5 unanswered goals against the Canucks last night to get a pretty good win. You know, Ducks are hunting that wild card spot near that playoff berth for the first time in a few years, and we're on the steady incline.
Wow. All right. I do love the new logo, or the old logo, I guess you could say, and that it's back.
Oh yeah, it's clean.
It very much is. All right, listen, you got 32 laps to go. You're going to restart with 30. What do you need to go to victory lane?
Consistency, and don't make dumb moves. You know, running at the front is fun, but you know, it's not always necessary in the early stages of the race here. So, you know, I'm gonna ride around. I'm not gonna do anything stupid, hopefully, and then you know, I'm gonna see what my options are towards the last 10 laps or so.
All right, gonna be fun. Good luck.
Thank you, John.
See Vincent Gucci as the race leader. Everyone else still trying to get their bearings sorted out on what position they will be in before it's time to rock and roll. 31 laps to go when they get to the line. 30 to go when we restart. Lights will be off on top of the pace car. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. Dorian Davis will be on the outside. Aiden Walker on the bottom in third. Lane Sanders in fourth. Oh, mixed bag of drivers pitting and not pitting. Should be an interesting restart when they come back around and get ready to roll. I haven't talked to any PBR guys. Let's talk to Jumpman. Max Steinmeier, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I'm not even in the race anymore, buddy. What's up?
You're not in this race. How are you not in this race?
I got taken out lap 1 because of Mr. Nick Lyons and Delgado decided to door bang each other down the backstretch for about 30th, I think. I don't know.
Wow.
You know, normal stuff. They wrecked into lap 3. And
How did you do at COTA?
I finished top 10. It was pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good. Does that give you any hope heading to Le Mans?
That's for sure. Yeah. Yes and no. I'm just, Le Mans probably like my #1 road course that I need to improve on. I just don't have that many laps there. Just overall, so it'll be tough, but I hope I can play the long game like I usually do.
Right. Well, the good news is we do have testing tomorrow, so there is that opportunity, but you know, Talladega looking for a win. When was the last time you went to victory lane?
You know it. It was a little bit over 2 years ago, I think. It's been a while. It's what's crazy is like obviously 2-ish years ago, I was definitely way, way worse than I am now at iRacing, and it's just funny. But you can just see it's just evolved. Everybody's gotten much better. Racing these guys for so many years, it's always been a fun time, regardless of when.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll love to hear more from Mac and PBR, including with e-tickets coming up this year. Good luck.
Yeah, we'll see you all at Stafford.
And he will be heading to Stafford Springs for round number 3. Gucci, Davis, Walker, and Lane Sanders. That's your top 4 as they get ready for the restart. It's been over, should I say, a year since we've seen Lane Sanders in victory lane. What an LCQ for the Battle of the Beach. Can he find a feature win? Let's find out. 30 to go from Talladega. Vincent Gucci, top side, Davis to the middle. Oh, Sanders with a late block on 88. And a blink that out of Vincent Gucci. He may get called to pit road for the excessive blinking. Two wide, 3 wide, they start fanning out. Gavin Austin and the 2 machine below. Chase Crawl says 3 wide, it's for me. Aiden Walker up to second. River Page shoving in. We'll just able to get to the back end. That back bumper and shove him forward. Vincent Gucci has been given a warning over the blinking of his internet. Lane Sanders, he's thinking about it. Do I make that 3rd lane? Quickly does, and then doesn't. Chase Kroll takes reign on the outside. Thurston again. Page outside. Switchback, and it's PS ISM 1-2. They call themselves Persism. Well, the Power Smash guys at 1 point leading. Oh, Vincent Gucci. Nearly got turned by the 24. They're icing and dicing, doing everything they can. Lane Sanders on the inside, Page in the middle. Vincent Gucci leading the field back down off turn 4. This is racing at Talladega. Great racing action on NR Night in America this beautiful Friday evening. If you're looking for Circuit of the Americas, that was race number 1 here at Talladega, round number 2. What's the racing looking like for next week? Well, we do have the Area 500 on that Monday. And then that Tuesday, we will have NR Night in America. Wednesday and Thursday off before the e-ticket event. Just a week from today at Le Mans, called the World Grand Prix. You will not want to miss any of that great racing action. 27 to go, and Lane Sanders has quickly found a home there in that 2nd position. When it looked like Vincent Gucci was going to be dropping back, it did not happen. Matter of fact, he closes to the back bumper of James Thurston in 96. River Page says hello topside with Chase Crawl. You got Ford, you got Chevrolet, you got Toyota, all kind of just mirrored in together. And that 88 continues to blink. But he will get the call to pit road. And concluding if it continues to consistently happen. Yeah, very soon he may be getting an L2 penalty. You see some guys not wanting to work with him. Eladam Contreras in the middle. Able to quickly find the back bumper of the 88. Beautiful shot here at Talladega. Who's stuck 4 wide? Well, it's Parker White in 95. But it's also the 99 of Yahir Rodriguez, who now fans on back. Still 4 wide at that. Deeper on in the field. Yahir is there, just behind Comstock. Ooh, nearly getting shoved out of line. Thurston, Gucci, Jackson Carr. Carr with Page on the outside, 24 laps to go. One caution in this race, 40-lap feature. And it is tight-knit up front. Nobody really being able to jostle the way they want. Michael Mitchum got bumped from qualifying. That was at Circuit Americas. Now rides well up inside the top 15 in his 38. James Thurston, River Page. Page there in 24. And Vincent Gucci just nearly lost that rear end of his 88. Three by three, and what are drivers doing outside of this near 25, 26 car pack? Well, they're riding. Here's Wolshak. Page on the outside. Parker White just behind him. And that 3 by 3, it's not going to hold on much longer. You just saw Page get loose, and there goes Chase Crawl. Collazo is in it. And so do others. Deeper in the field, caution's going to wave. Wolshak, a heavy piece of it. Jason Beckman getting tagged as well. And just like that, we will have yet another restart caution out for the second time. Always a fun sight when we're racing in a late evening here in Friday's NR Night in America. What happened just very deep in the back between Crawl and Company? You saw the 88 tag the outside wall. Yahir Rodriguez joined on in, and Wolshak, should we say Jason Beckman, went for a very quick slide. Let's go see it again. 3 wide, over 6 to 7 rows deep. Oh, man. An accordion effect on the outside. Rodriguez getting into Crawl after Crawl had a checkup for machines ahead of him. Caution is out. Second time, James Thurston currently the race leader. Lane Sanders coming on in. Let's go ahead and dial up some drivers. And I think no one better currently to dial up than, well, I was going to say maybe Chase Crawl. But you know what? You got some great guys racing up front. A lot of drivers with big opportunities. Let's go talk with Riker Byram. Byram, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
Oh, you're another one racing under the weather, but last time you were here at Talladega, you had an opportunity to win. Quickly went away. How did you digest that, and how are you getting ready to roll into this race?
I mean, I partially wasn't surprised. It was the same thing about 2 weeks earlier. The same exact spot. I don't know. This is a lot different than that car that we did when I almost won last week. But this is kind of a struggle. can't really do a whole lot. It's a lot of out of control. You just got to make the right move to get in the lane that's moving and just hope that it keeps moving. So, I mean, I think I'm in a good spot. You know, as long as I can get in that lane that I was talking about, I think we'll be good.
Yeah, these lanes have been dying out very, very quickly. And it's kind of just been stalling 3x3. Most of the incidents have been happening deeper in the pack. Do you think his driver's just getting restless and getting worried about what could happen?
I think it's guys getting frustrated, honestly, because they're trying their best to get moved up. It's just basically gridlocked. They can't move anywhere, so they're just constantly looking for somewhere to go. I'll be honest, I think your best bet is to make your move right off the start, because I mean that's where I just started getting past after that last restart. I think I restarted like 5th, and I'm all the way back in 12th. So if you can get a good start and get in the right lane that makes the move at the very beginning of the restart, you're going to be in good shape.
All right. 21 laps to go. I mean, you have a lot of time. You're sitting there in 13th. It's definitely the calm before the storm, which we usually see in the Xfinity Series. We get a lot of laps under our belts, and then later on is where things may get hectic. Where's the red zone for where you think, no, forget the red zone, where do you think ground zero will be once they get 3x3?
Man, it seemed like a little bit in the back of the pack. Not like too far, but, you know, last 3 or 4 rows, it's getting pretty rough back there. I mean, everybody up front seems to be keeping pretty clean. Just every once in a while that little bit of checkup. But, you know, I think as long as you stand here at the least in top 10, I think you're pretty safe.
All right, going to be a lot of fun to see. Good luck.
Hey, thank you. Y'all have fun.
And that is Riker Byram. They've lined up 2x2. We'll get the one to go. A 19-lap shootout from Talladega to find out who goes to victory lane. Now, do we get a caution? Only time will tell. It's the one to go. We do have a race following this event. We head to Stafford Springs, Connecticut for round number 3, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. We'll be having a shootout. 200 likes, we get round number 4, and you, the viewers, get to vote on it. Pretty quick night we've had so far already, halfway through round number 2. Working 9:30 there on the East Coast, 8:30 Central. All eyes on the e-ticket event that is soon to be coming. Now the World Grand Prix just a week from today. Something and we don't crown a new e-ticket winner. A lot are saying Moss Stellar. You would be very shocked if you didn't see every Moss Stellar fan come to life, because you know they're fully ready to rock and roll. $19 to go from Talladega. What do you have to go to victory lane? And let's find out. Thurston, River Page, Aiden Walker inside lane. Lane Sanders, top side. A shove from behind, that may be by the 88 machine of Vincent Gucci. I'm surprised Gucci has not gotten an L2 yet. Sanders. Shaver back there in 2nd, or should we say 7th. Parker White, Michael Mitchum. I still see that 88 blinking. He has been called for an L2. Gucci up the middle. Now with River Page. Yeah, I don't think that blinking is going anywhere. Walker takes home. That's the middle lane. Back to 3 and 4. We haven't seen Parker White lead a lap all year, and that could be changing. Coke Series champion. Adds Toyota to the fray. 3 wide. That second group really just got going. Should I say that third group? Josh Kenyon up there as well. Thurston, Page, Contreras, White, Walker, Kenyon, Sanders. Ooh, River Page, he thought about blocking him. Just could not commit. He jumps back to the outside, now with Josh Kenyon. "17 laps to go, soon to be 16, and it's all Toyota leading in the middle." How about Michael Mitchum? Mitchum at 38, top side with River Page. Eric Labombard. We found out that is exactly how the last name is pronounced, shall we say, with our pronunciation. Labombard up to 8th, Lane Sanders down there 9th. 3 by 3 by 3. That's how they work their way to the high banks at 3 and 4. And Walker got a nice shot in the back. But Thurston's got a run on the inside. That's with Iladom Contreras. 15 to go. What to do, what to do. 3 wide, 4 wide, that's how they stick. Labombard slammed in the side by Josh Kenyon, and Michael Mitchum goes around. And the caution will wave for yet the third time. Maybe the final 2 or 3 rows in the main group. Excuse me, Labombard. Still working with that. Labombard there in 58, involved in the incident. How did it happen so quickly? Let's find out. He started squeezing. And quickly got a tag. Let's go ahead and watch back on that again. Kenyon comes up the racetrack. Now they all start scattering just behind as a reaction. Caution is out. Third time here at Talladega. And the question is now, what is next? There's Walker, Thurston, White, Iladom, Tucker, River Page, Lane Sanders, and Daniel Murphy. You wouldn't expect many to pit, including if they have the track position opportunity at hand. And I don't think anybody is coming to pit road, which means we're going to get the 1 to go this time by. Maybe some deep in the field. A quickie caution for single car spins deep. Let's get the 1 to go here. They'll line up 2 by 2, a 13-lap shootout. Do we see a race 5 tonight? We'll have to see. Remember, I am working the voice back into rotation. There is a sprint race at Stafford Springs just after this, being a 50-lap race. And then we'll see how race 4 goes depending on voting. It has been an interesting race nonetheless, and there's still 12 laps to figure something out. Let's get ready to go back green. Walker, Thurston, White, and Contreras, the fast 4. Ready to turn them loose green one more time. Ford on the outside, Chevrolet on the bottom. Toyota lockout there in row number 2. A Chevy Toyota back to row number 3. Walker versus Thurston, White versus Contreras. Page and Tucker lined up 5th and 6th. Sanders, Murphy, Kenyon, and Beckman, they line out the top 10. What do you have for a shootout? Only time will tell if that is needed. 12 laps of racing left of Talladega. Aiden Walker on the inside, shoved by Parker White. Joseph Tucker right with him. River Page right with him. Parker White top side makes a slingshot work. Hailing off Contreras and James Thurston right in tow. Kenyon, Daniel Murphy. Oh, they're trying something. They're trying to get something rolling. $11 to go. James Thurston, 96 on the outside lane. Has a helping hand there in 92. Oh, trouble! Walker shot backwards and the field piles up behind him. Caution will wave. A nasty neckcoat hit between Walker and the 95 of Parker White. Man, I haven't seen something like that in a long, long time. And the field just blew apart. Watch again. That 93. Man. Josh Kenyon got a piece of it. Elodon Contreras. I haven't seen a car do that in quite some time. So this is a full lap ahead of time. Now these two are really just riding on their own. Really just minding their own business. Toyota on the outside, Chevrolet on the bottom. Saw the move, saw the switch. And bam. Wow. I mean, you can just see the car jolt back, almost like when the rear end maybe just ever so clipped, but in between that 95, I mean, wow. And pit road is very much wide open. Let's see if we can talk with Aiden Walker and really about what just transcribed. And we'll see if we can indeed get a word with him. As of this moment, not able to. Mainly because he's not in one of the chats, but a big wreck, big incident, transcribing nonetheless. Caution out, I believe, for the 4th time in this race. And it will take a good bit of drivers with him. So the field continues pacing around Talladega after we just saw a really unfortunate incident. And we may have to talk to some of the drivers about it because, I mean, it was just really odd how it all went down. Josh Kenyon, John Ramos, you got a copy. Josh Kenyon, John Ramos, you got a copy. And not able to hear from Josh Kenyon. Remember, he was involved in the incident. We're trying to see maybe if anybody had somewhat of a clear view of what happened. Let's talk to his teammate, Schmitty. John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
And it kind of just happened out of nowhere. What was Walker talking about after that wreck?
He was saying that he originally thought his motor blew up. I haven't gotten a replay, but I guess there was some weird netcode involved with that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So, yeah, I mean, he was saying that it was admittedly kind of funny, but obviously not in the way that, you know, roading those races is. Just the fact that the event happened in general is kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, regardless, I somehow got through that. I don't know how. I nearly got hit like 3 different times, but you know, we're in the top 10. You know, we have a shot.
A shot indeed. You're going to get the one to go this time by. You're the closer. You haven't really been up front much. Is that by design?
Yeah, I've been waiting for them to wreck, and they haven't. They've kind of done it, but not really to the extent I've wanted them to. So, but you know, I mean, it's do or die. What is it right now? Like 8 to go. Yeah, 8 to go. We're going to bring with 7 to go. It's do or die. We're going to go up there. If we die, we die. It is what it is.
All right, and be fun to see. Yeah, I mean, you still got a lot of guys up there. You got Lyman Lear, Lane Sanders still up there, River Page, and they did wreck off turn 2.
Parker White.
Parker White, I mean, you're going to have to go up there and beat Parker White. But that wreck off turn 2, it did not take the field apart. It more or less just mismanaged it. And we'll see how that works for you. William Schmidt, good luck.
Yep, thank you.
8 to go will be 7 to go this time. May not have a lot of laps left in this race, but still a lot of racing left to go nonetheless. We go to Stafford Springs, and lo and behold, we will have a race 4, and you, the viewers, get to vote on it. The winner of the race will help with the voting process. Time to rock, time to roll for a 7-lap shootout. Pace car hard left on the pit road. Toyota and Ford lined up, ready to go. Who has the best opportunity at claiming victory? From Talladega, could be anybody in this field. Back underway from Alabama. White, Murphy, Thurston, and Sanders, top 4. See a lot of guys shuffling and swaying. Gavin Austin found his way to the outside lane. Riker Byram just made contact. That may have been with Yahir Rodriguez. Spinning, Keith Ingram. Deeper in the field, nobody fully goes around. Let him race. And that back half of the field has been very struggling. Since I would say, actually, the drop of the green flag. And this separates the main group from Group 2. Zachariah Cartledge sideways. Daniel Murphy. Oh, Lane Sanders. Tried to peek underneath the Ford, won't work out. Thurston now leads in lane 2. 5 to go. Three wide. Oh, maybe nearly more. Riker Byram in tow, top end of the speedway. Devin George. Lambard. All chasing the James Thurston 96. What to do? What to do? They come to 4 laps to go. A lot of icing and dicing. Thurston to the inside. Parker White in middle. He'll get a hand from River Page. Daniel Murphy. Old trouble. Huge hit. Vincent Gucci. David Johnson involved. Christian Delgado, Josh Kenyon. Slam doors and the caution will wave. And that will change things up quickly. Christian Delgado just not able to find a break. Happened oh so quickly. Let's watch again. And we're caution free in that first race. Devin George outside, and Jason Beckman just not giving room there to Josh Kenyon, which then just started a chain reaction. You saw David Johnson nowhere to go. Look at that hit between Kenyon and Christian Delgado. And they just have no idea both of them are there. Is that both drivers' side? I would not be surprised, and it very much was. The 8 ran over the 13. And that of Joseph Tucker, and it started that weird chain reaction. Love to see Josh Kenyon's view of it. Oh, man, just came out of nowhere. Now, when you slam doors like that, it gets tough. Parker White has had to deal with it all. James Thurston, River Page, they still got a shot at it. Won't get the one to go this time by, but we're headed to overtime. A lot of great racing here tonight from Circuit Americas down to Talladega. For the ones that are wondering, yes, still very much on voice rest until I stream. Voice was about 95% to the good. Right before I started this stream, and now kind of just teetering as we close in towards the final moments of Talladega. We do go to Stafford next. That is for a sprint race, and then following that, we will have round number 4. You, the viewers, get to vote on where we go. Enter Night in America, feeling victories all year long. I don't think Josh Kenyon and Gavin Austin are too happy with each other. Well, let's go ahead and ask. Austin, John Ramos, what's going on?
Get in the 10 rack, John! Get in the 10 rack! Shit! No! My race is over! Crap! It's over, man.
So what exactly just transcribed?
I don't know. I think he's my teammate, and now my race is over, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Is it actually over? The car? Oh, yeah, you're done.
It's over. It is over. Meatball and everything, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Man.
He just doored you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm there talking strategy. I mean, I'm teammates with Josh. I don't know what's going on here. But I don't know. Yeah, it's killed. I'm gonna have to park it.
Well, unfortunately, won't win this race, and hopefully you get more info soon.
Yeah, that's something we'll be talking about tomorrow morning in the meeting. So yeah, that's something we're gonna have to talk about.
All right. Well, Gavin Austin out of this race will not be able to run for a win. Lights off on top of the pace car. We'll get ready to go out there and get that one to go. We always look forward to the great racing. Sometimes tempers boil on over. Time to go green. And it looks like, according to Josh Kenyon, not too happy with the Gavin Austin driver. Said he moved down and moved Beckman into him, which then caused the wreck. Usually you don't see Josh Kenyon getting head over heels, but in that case he very much did. What to do for these drivers? 2-lap shootout, not a lot of time to work with. Base car, hard left. Ford on the outside. Toyota on the bottom. Overtime from the state of Alabama as we get ready to go back green from Talladega. James Thurston shoved by William Schmidt. That's their lane 2. Keith Ingram tries to form a third lane. Parker White on the inside, getting a shove from Uber Page. He's done a great job of forming it in, getting it rolling. Ford top side, Toyota's on the bottom. 3 wide, Lane Sanders. Trying to make something work. Salamanca, 1 to go from Talladega. Trouble spin, Joseph Tucker. Sanders around, West involved. Same with James Thurston. This is the race to the finish. Parker White to cover. Sliding, swaying, William Schmidt. When do you time it if you're Page? Inside of the 95. Last drive to the checker flag. River Page will be too far back. Parker White wins it from Talladega. Man. And was just able to make it roll. White victorious, Page in second, Bianco in third. And it got wild on that final lap. Well, he was up front most of this race. If I'm not mistaken, he also led the most laps. And Parker White, for the first time in a long time, will be going to victory lane in NR Night in America. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. There he is, burning it down. We'll get ready to talk to your race winner. Here's a replay of what all went down coming to the final lap. We saw Lane Sanders there on the apron. Oh, man. He was doing everything he can to try to get his car back up there. Watch for Sanders when he comes back around. Parker White, it's been a little while since I've interviewed you, but your winning ways has not stopped. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's definitely been over a year since my last Auto Night in America race. So, I mean, an Xfinity race at Talladega, I didn't really expect to win, to be honest. But I mean, I guess anything can happen. The super speed race, over the past couple months has been pretty good for me. So, to win on my first night back is pretty good.
Pretty cool indeed. What's been going on in the life of Parker White?
A lot of Coke Series stuff with Coke starting back up. A lot of flight training, getting ready for my private pilot check ride. So the latest, all that was at Daytona a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun.
Is the goal to be an airline pilot?
Oh yeah, I want to be an airline pilot.
What
my
airline?
major college is aviation. I'm open to anything, but my favorite airline's Delta, so that'd be cool. Like I want to be a Delta 737 captain eventually, so that'd be nice.
737, really?
Yeah, that's my favorite plane.
The Max, the Dash 8?
Delta's supposed to be getting some Maxes soon. My favorite is just the NG, so like I said, I'm open to anything, so we'll have to see.
Oh, that is awesome. Heck yeah. Well, congratulations on that. How close do you think, like, people ask me this question, I get so annoyed with it sometimes too, but how far out could you see yourself in being one day?
I mean, eventually I'm going to be a CFI at my flight school. That's how I'll get like my 1,500 hours, and then after that I'll probably start at like regionals, like Endeavor Airlines, which is like
the CRJ.
Yeah, CRJs. And then eventually after a few years of those, and hopefully I could just move up to like one of the mainline airlines like Delta.
That is awesome. Well, congratulations on that. Congratulations on winning an NR Night in America. And if I'm not mistaken, you did win a Coke Series championship.
Yes, I did win the Coke championship last year.
Did that money go right for flight training?
Yeah, a lot of it. I think the first sandbot was actually a new camera for plane spotting, and I use that at Daytona as well, and it's been pretty nice.
Pretty sweet indeed. All great things coming out from you. What do you want to say to these viewers back at home?
Just thanks for tuning in. Like I said, it's been a minute since I last raced in these, so always nice to be back.
Heck yeah, congratulations on your win, and good luck with all the flight training going on for yourself. That is awesome to hear. He's gotten a lot better at the interviews, too. I love that. Last time we interviewed him was about, I want to say, almost over a year and a half ago. Great things out of the Parker White camp. We'll get ready for round number 3. He did win. Oh, man, but that doesn't mean he just left. We're not going to be able to go ahead and interview him and see where we are going next, which means we go to the driver that finished second and hear what he's got to go ahead and say. River Page, John Ramos, congratulations on P2.
Thanks, John. Oh man, that was a close one.
Okay, well, here's the big thing. Forgot to ask Parker White this question, so it comes down to you. Where are we going for round 4?
Oh, round 4. I don't know, man. I haven't done all that much NR recently. I'm not sure what we have done and haven't done. I'd like to suggest maybe a like a GT car or maybe a Miata race, but
a Miata race will be cool. So for the ones that don't know, yes, the voice is going. You can hear it during the broadcast. It is going, but this is the most strain I've had on my voice. I mean, I would say maybe since Monday. Monday we had 2 duels with Area, but it wasn't even that crazy. And the last time we streamed for NR Night in America wasn't that much either. It was just 1, maybe 2 races. So this is the most my voice has been put to the test, which is great. It needs to happen. It needs to get back to normal, where it's that deep impacting voice. I guess most of you guys have called it before, trying to get that back. So the last couple of races will not be long. They will be sprint races. So whatever you guys choose, you can go off of River, anything in the live chat or anything you were thinking of.
Hey, hold on. Here, I'll open the stream. See what the people want. Pretty sure the people want Miatas, John. I think that's what the people are saying.
Are they saying? Because I don't see Miatas. I see one person saying Miata.
No.
I see nationwide cars. It's been a while since we've done the nationwide car.
Hell no! Wheeling oh wow, modified's gonna be hard. Miata race, GTP Pocono.
I wouldn't mind Miatas. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind modifieds. Why not?
Modifieds are fun, honestly. I've only done like 1 modified race, but it was a lot of fun.
I mean, we're going to Stafford.
Bobo.
We might as well try. I mean, where do we take modifieds? If we could take modifieds.
USA is good, and that's what we did like the first time we did modified.
True. Very, very
Thompson.
true.
We're doing Thompson already.
Could do Thompson. Thompson is free.
Or Coliseum would be terrible.
Nah,
Wait, what is the truck race that's next? Oh, it's Stafford, sorry.
Yeah, it's Stafford. Stafford Springs, 50-lap sprint. And the session actually just went up now. Super modifieds. Trucks at the Coliseum. Trucks LA. We're not going to get a lot of racing in. The goal is to get racing in.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think Coliseum would be much pacing.
No, I don't think we would get a lot out of it. You know, we haven't done the Pro Trucks in a while. Well, we'll do Pro Light because to make sure no one paid for it.
Yeah. The free version.
Pro 2 Lights at Wild West. Do we try it again?
I didn't do the first race, so I'd be down. I didn't get to do
I like that idea, so let's do that.
Off-road trucks, okay.
Off-road.
You should do, okay, since we're doing Le Mans soon, you should do Mazda's Le Mans, I'm just saying. With no chicanes.
The first Le Mans NR race will be the e-ticket.
John, come on. People want Le Mans Mazda with no chicanes.
They probably do, but I don't see anyone talking about it. And we don't have the cameras ready for Le Mans. We're still working on the cameras. It is a working.
TV1 just for this exact reason.
Yeah, no. We don't use the iRacing cameras. We use our own cameras. We edit the cameras.
GT3 Daytona. Yeah, GT3.
We haven't done a GT3 race in a long time.
GT3 road course or oval?
Road course.
Oh yeah.
How about Laguna? GT3 Laguna?
I love what you just said.
I'm gonna spell it wrong. I'm so sorry.
No, John.
But you know what
it's not that long of a word.
You know what it is.
Next gen Chicagoland. Hell no.
What about Chicagoland IndyCar? Or
Which IndyCar though?
Which IndyCar do you guys want? It's been we haven't used the DW12 in a while.
The DW12 is the best one.
DW12? What about DW12 at Homestead? I mean, isn't there like no dirty air in that car?
Yeah, there's a lot of draft and not really any dirty air, so that's why it's fun. The old one doesn't have any draft, and the new one doesn't has so much dirty air.
DW12 IndyCar Homestead, boom. Never ran.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to run, but never.
Yeah,
never
Van
happened.
Alden probably wouldn't allow that.
The fourth one. Where do we go? I will put a truck race. I mean, we're just doing a truck race. I'd hate for the trucks to win twice. You know, I love the truck series. Oh, we have a good amount of drivers for Stafford. Oh, goodness. That is awesome. Where to go? Where to go?
Oh, Knoxville, come on. Knoxville,
Do not own Knoxville.
SRX. Do SRX on dirt.
I do not own Knoxville. That is a problem.
I haven't done dirt in so long.
Do not own
the people
it.
people are yearning
how about
for dirt racing right
SRX?
now.
SRX at Eldora. It's right there.
Eldora? Sure. Eldora, dude, we gotta do dirt. We haven't done dirt.
SRX Eldora. This is an interesting combo.
Well, okay, you could do SRX or you could do like modified or late models or sprint cars. I mean, because more people have that. Sprint cars would be fun. Like 360s would be fun.
I think the dirt. Because I mean, we got people to buy the dirt late model before. So dirt late model Eldora.
Yeah, the pro late model. That would be fun.
And those races aren't long. I think that's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, that's like a 10-minute race.
Look at that. Off-road Wild West. We got 2 dirt races in there. A GT3 race and a Homestead with the DW12.
I think Homestead's probably going to win.
It's going to be interesting. That is a really good lineup.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would be happy no matter what.
And we do have a good amount of drivers joining us for the SRX race. So we're going to have a lot of fun SRX racing here at Stafford Springs. If I'm not mistaken, this is just the second Stafford race. The first one was with the SRX car.
Oh, yeah, I remember that race. That one guy steered the whole field in that race.
Yes, Aiden Potter, who now races pro late models, is actually racing at, if I'm not mistaken, Montgomery this week. It's going to be tight between GT3 and DW12.
Come on. We got to get a road race with the GT3. Where's Marty with this? An account. I'm going to switch my account.
Well, you guys go ahead and vote on up. We'll get ready to go trackside here in just a moment to go racing for 50 laps at Stafford Springs. A lot of racing left to go tonight, but these last final races will be a sprint. River Page, good luck there. Time to rock, time to roll. Yes, voice is going away ever so slightly, but very much is almost back. 95% I said today, and I feel it really working well throughout this stream. Truel and others, opportunities awake. Eladam Contreras as well, qualifying underway from Stafford, and also a home track for Eladam Contreras. Time to roll. Remember, the DW12 is the IndyCar Post IR05. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a DW12 race. I think they have the new damage model as well. Oh, it might be just slightly embarrassing there for Eladam Contreras. Connor Horn, Wyatt Tinsley, others coming in, watching, racing. Joseph Tucker, if I'm not mistaken, took the Aiden Walker 93 and slapped an 8 on the side of it. And if not, it looks very familiar. Which isn't a problem. Still looks really cool. I don't think Walker would have an issue with it either. Speaking of Walker, there he is, the Knoxville native. David Cabrera. I haven't had him race with us in quite a while. Nice to see him joining in. Nick Visconti is in. Dean Brummett is in. A great field of cars for this Stafford Springs race. We may have to do Stafford a lot more. And for the ones that don't know, Stafford is a really, really popular racetrack, grassroots track at that. SRX used to come here. It's probably one of the more popular SRX tracks. And it's been a while since it's had a rescan. It looks really good now. Parker White, top of the board. Wyatt Tinsley, P2. Remember, just a 50-lap race. Jose Solis in 75. Angela Middleton. Cody Workman joining in 17th. Jason Beckman in 18th. All in preparation of getting ready to go green. James Thurston currently in the 10th position. So good news, Winchester, from what I heard, is getting scanned for iRacing one day. I remember hearing about it a while back. They haven't really talked about it much now. But we have heard a lot of rumblings of them trying to make that work. Nick Visconti makes his way around the track. Spencer Burns gets ready to roll. Stafford Springs, always fun, always exciting. Connor Horn has joined the fray. Just about a minute remaining before we go green flag racing, or should I say before we grid the field up in preparation for green flag racing. Let's talk to some drivers. I see on the left side of your screen a lot of guys getting ready to rock roll. You know, let's talk to Josh Kenyon. Kenyon, John Ramos, I think you've let Talladega go. Has it gone by, or are you still a little upset over it?
I mean, you know, when you haven't won in almost, I think it's actually been a year. It was a race 5, Monza Oval race, and the leaders wrecked. In Josh Kenyon fashion, I took away the win from somebody else. But you know, when you haven't won in a year and the same guys push you around all the time and cause wrecks and blame it on people that had nothing to do with it, get nothing out of it. Sometimes cost it, and sometimes. NR is all fun and games, but you know, we also want to win, and getting pushed around a lot's not fun. And you know, the same guy who knew somebody was probably going to troll the e-ticket and let him race for him, and you know, ruined a bunch of our team.
Who's that?
In that race, you can look back the race for him. Nothing against him, but you know. I'm having fun. This is going to be a fun race, Stafford. I'm glad we're coming back here. I've actually met Demos here 2 times, and Will Shack as well. I sat with Will Shack, and I'm excited to race this track. It's going to be really fun with the trucks here, and I hope we do it again now.
All right, going to be a whole lot of fun. Whoever is hearing about trolling the e-ticket, we need to know well ahead of time to not make sure that happens. But
not exactly a troll, but you know, not really caring. Nothing against him though, but a little weird. But focused on this now. It's gonna be fun, and I hope the viewers enjoy it. And I don't know where the likes are, but everybody liked the stream, so we get another race.
Going to be fun indeed. That is Josh Kenyon, ladies and gentlemen, as he lines up. We'll get ready to go green as we have loaded on in. How many trucks on hand? Try 27 here at Stafford. Lot said we probably shouldn't have done this car track combo. I think otherwise. Chevy Toyota, front row, let's get ready for green. Two by two, they line on up, and we'll get the one to go next time by as we roll. White, Mosteller, Tinsley, and Walker. That's the top 4. Let's get ready to go green. And we'll go ahead and say those magical words. Godspeed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Fun times at Stafford Springs as this packed crowd gets ready to watch grassroots racing with the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Parker White just won at Talladega. Mosteller, P2 on the outside. Wyatt Tinsley and others all form up 2 by 2. It's been just around a year since the last time went racing. That was with the SRX machines. Let's light the fuse from Stafford with the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Parker White off turn 4, he'll lead lap 1. Trouble. David Cabrera around right in the middle of the field. And we'll collect more machines. Sean Rowe. Eladon Contreras. And didn't take long for us to get under the first yellow. We'll get ready to watch back and see exactly what happened. Was originally a lap 1. Kind of saw it all take place. Lost to 45. Well, Sean Rowe just got loose and that was about it. The 45 just didn't hold the brake. So a quick turnaround, drivers getting sideways in and out of nowhere. Mosteller actually the race leader at the time of yellow. And it will prompt a restart nonetheless. We'll get the one to go here. Mosteller, White, Tinsley, Walker, Brummett, Beck, Mitchum, Horn will be the top 8. Following Connor Horn, you got James Thurston, Nick Visconti, and others. Will be 45 laps to go when we get back to the start-finish line. Green flag racing once more from Stafford. Wyatt Tinsley quickly to the flat at turn 2. Underneath the Parker White machine, just behind Aiden Walker. Quickly trying to form to the back bumper, that 95. Not able to do it. Jason Beckman into the infield grass. Dean Brummett in 07, quickly trying to make work. Outside, Joey Beck in 42 continues to watch and wait on. Remember, Mosteller comes to Stafford Springs consistently as a race fan. Really more of a home race for him than any other track that you've seen in NR. Parker White, Aiden Walker. Fight for third, and it's getting just a little physical. Dean Brummett watching on. He's found his way up to 6. Hasn't seen Dean in victory lane since the win in the NWP 400. Solis. A little sideways, drops a little bit further back and gets nailed into the side. Should we say he punts himself into the side? That was of River Page. Goes around right in the middle of the field. Can they get it backfired? And that answer will be yes. It was deeper in the field. We stay green. Tinsley in second. White in third. Mitchum up the fifth. Joey Beck back to sixth. Want to say thank you to Gamble Gaming for dropping down the $2 super chat. So it's really able to spread out. You worry about how many restarts you have. 39 laps to go. There's Parker White there in third. Trying to close the gap. One around in front of the leaders. And it's enough to bring the yellow out. And that will be the number 25 of Angela Middleton. I think it was just a lazy spin. Wow. Second caution out and a big warning to Angela Middleton. Get control of the truck or it will be parked. There's some drivers electing to come to pit road, others maybe not. Race 4 will be right after this. We'll be going, at least as of this moment, racing IndyCar for a sprint race. And right now, all the final races will be sprints. Mainly because the voice is going. And the most strain this voice has been under in, let's say, just around a week. We'll get the one to go in the restart. Restarting with 34 laps to go. Always exciting when you go racing here on the short track. Stafford Springs. Mosteller, Tinsley, White, and Walker. What year is it? Having Wyatt Tinsley and Parker White in the same race as Mosteller and Walker? Seems like ages ago. Pace car the hard left. Sizing them up 2 by 2. Back underway from Stafford Springs. Wyatt Tinsley on the outside. Oh, they get the power down and Parker White's able to stick right with them. Trouble spin, that's turns 3 and 4. James Thurston, heavy impact, and the caution will wave again. Third yellow flies, and it was really for something deeper in the field. Let's watch on the restart. Oh, River Page. It's in the back end of one machine, and that was really all we could see before that. I was going to make contact with Joey Beck anyways. Beck sliding in 42. And everyone else really just came together. So they are getting everything lined up. River Page will be given an L1 penalty. Will be dropping to the rear as the field will size up just one more time. This time with 30 laps left over the belt. Chevy on Toyota will be the front row. As they all size in 2 by 2. Wyatt Tinsley on the outside, Michael Mitchell. I believe Connor Horn there as well. Getting ready to go back green. Pace car, the hard left on the pit road. Chevy on the bottom, Toyota on the outside. Toyota and Chevy, row 2. Wyatt Tinsley. He's there, but has company from Mitchum and others. Spinning. And up out of the way goes Max Steinmeier. May have collected one more machine with him. Will Shaq, Steinmeier, they should be able to get it back going. We stay green. Tinsley in second. Back end of Mosteller. "26 laps to go." Mitchum in third, Brummett in fourth. Connor Horn sits P5, looking to the inside of Brummett's 07. Man, and Tinsley continuously gets up in that wall. "25 laps to go in this race, and the top two are mostly separated from the rest of the field. I don't think they were done wrecking. Couple in the grass. Still, the 23 of Max Steinmeier. Horn gets tagged by Brummett, and they go around. Caution's going to wave. And the leaders are oncoming at that. I think that 67 may have gotten a piece with the left front. And very much so did. Brummett got sideways, just clipped him. And that's all he wrote. Watch again. Already loose coming off turn 4. Gets in a tag once more. Bing, bong, boom, see ya. Pit road, it's wide open. White goes to second, Walker goes to third, Beck goes to fourth. Let's see if we can chime in with some of these drivers. Brummett, John Ramos, what did you see?
Rear tires just decided to step out on me there, John. I have to remember it.
And this truck, has it gotten more loose over time, or what's the big deal with it?
Yeah, it's losing rear grip really quick here tonight, buddy. It's a good setup. I like it.
Heck yeah. What do you think of Stafford?
You know, I always kind of like the track. I mean, I've never run too much here, but it just always kind of reminded me of the Bush League Martinsville, I guess is what we call it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, flat track, kind of feed the bottom a little bit, second group can work a little bit to you. I always just kind of drive it like Martinsville when it works, man.
Well, heck yeah. You don't have too many laps left here. What could you think of possibly salvaging a good finish?
I think we can get a top 5. We just got to be stupid. Rears lead us again like they did there, but I think if we can stay green, keep these cautions out of them, we'll salvage top 5, you know.
All right, gonna be fun to see. We're 2x2. Good luck.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Have a good night.
That is Dean Brummett. A good night to him as well. 19 laps to go, and the top two have already won tonight. Mosteller at COTA, and Parker White just recently getting a win at Talladega. Is it a third new winner or a repeat from what we've just seen? Elon Contreras, outside wall. Hayden Walker trying to feed the inside. Leaders still wheel to wheel to turn one. Tinsley's back to fourth, Mitchum at fifth. And Most gets loose off turn two. Here they come three wide. Wyatt Tinsley on the inside. Hayden Walker threading the needle. And something must be amiss on that 87. He is dropped back dearly. Eric Lambombard. Lambombard, should I say, back in six. Wyatt Tinsley to second, 17, should be 16 to go. See Mitchum trying to go ahead and close that gap as well. Underneath the Hayden Walker, 93. Trying what he can, ever so slightly, tries it once more underneath. White and Tinsley, kind of in a marker of their own. Tinsley's gonna get to him. Moves Parker White sideways, trying to push him forward. Now it's a four-truck battle for the lead. They were four wide across the line. Tinsley in the wall. Same with Mitchum and same with White. Caution will wave. And River Page not happy there with Joey Beck. Takes him on out, tailgate first. Four wide at Stafford Springs. You don't see that often. But you just saw it there. Let's see a replay of kind of how it all went down. Tinsley was quicker. Got to him down there in 3 and 4. And then you get to slow it down, trying to save him from fully going around, knowing that's going to be a caution. Nose to nose, you're not done. Now you got to squeeze 4 cars. And there just wasn't enough of them. You saw Michael Mitchum get into the side of the 95. No grip in that grass, and pow. Eric Lambombard has a shot at winning this race. He's up to second. What wildness we have seen. Wildness at that. There'll be 2 by 2. Well, not just yet. They're going to give him an extra lap to go back around. They're actually calling Spencer Burns to the back. Not sure what his issue was, but Lambombard will be second. Thurston will be third. And we'll be ready for this restart. Horn, Rowe, Page, Beck, Contreras, Josh Kenyon, Mosteller, Truel, Tucker, White, David Cabrera, Nick Visconti. Back there in the 16th position. We'll get the one to go. Two by 2, what do you have for a shootout? What everybody is questioning and the wildness that just took place. Eight laps of action. Chevy on Chevy. Can Lambombard get his first ever Enter Night win? Can Aiden Walker maybe take that away from him and get a W for the guys from Knoxville? 8 to go. Wrecking deeper in the field. On the restart, that was River Page. Spencer Burns sideways up towards turn 3. Lambombard 58, Walker 93. James Thurston there in 4, he's creeping along. He's got something. McKinney make it work. Connor Horn there in 4th, watching on as well. 6 to go. Lambombard still won't give in from that outside lane. Look at Thurston just threaded up high. Gets into Walker, 3 wide for the race lead. Ford on Chevy on another one. Lambombard in the fence. And Thurston will cut his way into second. Well, if you're going to do it, you're going to have to do it soon. And we're all thinking the same thing. Nose to tailgate. Mosteller is back. He's there in 3rd. Jumps to the inside of the 4 machine. Jumps well underneath the 93. He's got a bumper, and he's going to use it. 3 to go. What a wild race we've had from Stafford Springs up in the northeast corner of Connecticut. Walker loses the lead to the hometown native. 2 to go for Daniel Mosteller. What a comeback. Led the race early on, dropped back to 6. Then the wildness ensued. Serra Blanca, 1 to go for Mose. Walker will have Connor Horn. That will be the battle for second. This track has produced magic for quite some time. But it's never over till it's over. From Stafford Springs, Connecticut, nobody knows that more than that driver right there. Mosteller wins it in Connecticut. Walker second, Connor Horn comes home 3rd, James Thurston comes home 4th. Unbelievable stuff. What a race. What a ride. And that 87 goes to victory lane. Win number 2 from Mosteller. We're going to Homestead. And we'll park it in victory lane. Wildness, excitement, this race had it all. Fun things indeed. Let's go talk to your race winner. What a race, Mosteller, win number 2 of the night.
I wanted this one. Oh my goodness, man.
Well, getting it done from Stafford has to be pretty fun. You've gone to this track many times in your life. Able to do it done. Wasn't with the SRX, was definitely with the trucks.
Oh yeah, I wanted this one really bad. I've never, yeah, it's cool to win at a track you've been at that's so close to home. It's only like an hour and a half drive, so I really wanted this one, and I got bold with my strategy, taking tires after the McLeod one. That wreck where they slid through the infield, it's just like what you would see on Friday nights.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've done some crazy stuff. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna win it from like 11th or whatever, but tires bent a lot, and everyone was bumping each other, and that kind of just paved the way for me to go get the win.
How about that? We're gonna get ready for another race. We're going DW12 IndyCar racing. Are you excited for that? What can we expect?
Yeah, well, we should be doing GT3 Laguna Seca. I don't know why we voted for the IndyCar.
Because we love IndyCar.
Well, we love GT3s too.
We do love GT3s. So how about this? We just love racing.
How about we do a 5th race?
I don't know about that. We're just now getting the voice back. That's the thing. I think we're going to be stuck with 4 races tonight. Only way to get a 5th race is if we hit 300 likes, and I don't think we're hitting that one.
Come on, people. Come on.
Yeah, the big thing about tonight was to get the voice back rolling, get it back in the right direction, and it struggled. It struggled at Talladega, but now, like, at the end of that Stafford race, I'm like, yes, I feel it. It feels smooth again. And for the ones that are wondering, getting the voice back has been a little bit of a challenge, but nonetheless, it is a good thing because, you know, I did have a lot of coughing and did strain the voice, and streaming NR Night in America gets me ready for in person. It's also going to get my voice ready for when I have to go down to Pensacola and get ready for the Area 500 this Monday. 2 wins. Most, you ever thought about joining Area?
I don't know. I haven't really done a lot of leagues, honestly. I used to do a lot when I first started iRacing, but now I really only run Iora on a consistent basis. You know, maybe I'll get back into league racing some more, but you know, right now I just stick to my one championship to run for every couple months, and you know, it's a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, indeed. Yeah, so the voice has been teetering. It's been going back and forth. For the ones that don't know, I have honey right here. And it kind of kept us going to the end of that Stafford race. Man. Yeah, it's been interesting. Trying to get that voice back. A lot of us got sick. A lot of us lost our voice. Well, the thing for me is my job requires me to have a voice, right? Have the voice that I've been using for quite some time. Unfortunately, last Friday, well, let's start with not just last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that, started feeling it go a little bit weird at the end of that stream. By Wednesday, it was completely gone. By Thursday, it was non-existent. By Friday, started to get it a little bit back, just enough to do 1 race. It felt like we were good to go for the Area 500 duels. And right when I started it, whatever, I guess, was being built up just fell off a cliff. So I was like, okay, we're voice wrestling Tuesday, we're voice wrestling Wednesday, and we're voice wrestling Thursday. Did exactly that, and even today, it felt perfect and great. And even earlier in the stream, it felt pretty good. I think my voice tempo was probably a little bit higher and lighter than what you're used to. But that was the first time getting really back in the swing of things, and kind of during that Talladega race, it felt a little bit off. The beginning of Stafford, I didn't know if we were going to be able to do the race, and then boom, I don't know what it broke through, but it definitely fixed something, and we're getting ready for Homestead. This will be the final race of the night.
I think it got better because I was winning. I think maybe that's why.
I don't know. Well, the big thing is to still have it because Area 500 is this Monday, and whatever got built up cannot fall down. And I think the tempo is back. I'm like, okay, I got to get back in the swing of things. I can't just roll into Monday without doing anything. So for the ones that don't know, in person, it was so easy to broadcast week in and week out because I'll go from in person, then to the sim, and then in person. It literally come home from Michigan or Indiana, calling a race, or just down the road at Nashville Fairgrounds, calling a race on the sim, going back in person. Voice tempo is the same. Consistency was there. It's on and on and on and on. You know, it's so much racing. And then all of a sudden, you know, you lose the voice. You're forced to stop a couple days of broadcasting. I'm not in person every week till March. From March to November, it's basically every week, give or take like 2 or 3 weekends. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how that all kind of forms out. But yeah, right now it's just more about getting back to normal because this Monday, there is no excuses. We got a big race going on. And then the e-ticket event a week from today, getting ready to happen. So a lot of fun things going on. I do love this IndyCar. I know most, you don't seem to be excited to be doing this IndyCar, but Apparently, there's not a lot of dirty air, but there's a lot of great racing.
I will hopefully.
I think we did just lose him. We didn't get to hear what he said. Monstello, John Ramos, you got a copy.
Hey, hi.
Howdy.
Hi.
You ever get to watch the
actually
DW12?
A little bit, but I said hopefully peak racing or whatever you want to call it.
I believe Dudes Castroneva has joined on in, if I'm not mistaken, with a couple other drivers that have joined in as well. Still opportunities to join on in. We're going to advance to qualifying. Let's go trackside from Homestead Miami Speedway. And that is Dudes Castroneves. We'll continue to chat with drivers as things go on. About Zachary Truhl. Truhl, this is your opportunity. This is your time in the sunshine. Final race of the night. What do you think you got for us?
Oh, got me?
I got you loud and clear.
Right.
How are you?
Yeah, my bad. I was muted. Haven't driven the DW12 in ages. But, so I don't know if a whole lot's changed or whatnot, but give it a shot. You know, anytime I got a shot, it's a good thing. So,
yes,
I haven't
indeed.
had much luck, but 6th at Stafford, I'll take it, and 11th at COTA. Really disappointed I didn't make the race at Dega, so I'm ready for some redemption.
Well, 5 minutes on the clock. That is for qualifying. What does this car drive like compared to the iRating?
It's pretty similar, although, like I said, it's been a long time. I can't really say, but I definitely think this car was a little bit easier to drive in dirty air. But I really, like I said, I haven't raced it in so long, but actually this is pretty tight right now.
Really tight, okay.
And I'm noticing you can't adjust the weight jackers or any of that right now. So this is going to be interesting.
Wow.
I can't adjust the weight jacker or the roll bars.
I heard there is, correct me if I'm wrong, little to no draft. Excuse me, lots of draft, little to no dirty air.
We're going to find out here in a couple minutes. Because I remember back in the day, I mean, yeah, I don't remember the dirty air being as bad, but there was a couple of years, like back like 2015, 2016, where you basically, if you weren't the leader, you were really suffering. So
right.
I don't know if they've since made updates to it to where it's different. I mean, it was River was saying that there's not as much dirty air now, but I don't know. Homestead's actually one of the worst tracks when it comes to dirty air, just based off of several races I've done in the past, whether it's with the iRating or this car. So, yeah, it should be interesting.
Should be interesting indeed. You got 2.5 minutes left. You qualified 7th. Is that a good spot for you?
I'm not happy with it. And you know what? Even though that I've had success in Indy, I've never been a very good qualifier in Indy cars. I usually, I mean, I guess 8th isn't too bad, but you always want to be up toward the front, try to get that clean air.
Gotta ask you this question. E-ticket coming around. How big is that Indiana 500 circle for you?
It's big. I really feel like I blew a shot to win it last year. I finished 6th, but it was a very disappointing 6th. And I have thought about it quite a bit because it's definitely going to be my best shot. And believe it or not, was not my best finish in an e-ticket last year either. Back then, WD was my best finish last year. So I think we got to do a little bit better this year in Indiana. I'm excited for it. I thought it was a really, really awesome event. I thought it was arguably the best e-ticket of the year.
I'm still one to argue that. I'm still very much one to argue that. Like in a good way, like in your side, because it was such a fun event to call too.
Yeah, I could tell you and Jared had a great time calling that race, and I just think it's so cool when we get to do it. I mean, not just because I'm faster, but anytime we get to do something different, I just think it makes things a lot interesting, and it gives other drivers a chance to show off what they can do in other machines. So, but yeah, the Indiana 500, I'm looking forward to it, and I want a little redemption there as well. So I've thought about how I could have done so many things differently, and I also think too, I didn't really have that many people to work with either. So I'm hoping, you know, this year can maybe talk some strategy with some of the other drivers, figure out, because I pitted alone and it really set me back. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm going to be looking into this year. A lot of things I learned. I've run a lot of Indy 500s on iRacing, but I feel like I learned more from that race than any other Indy 500 I've ever been a part of. So I'm going to put a lot of that knowledge to good use, hopefully, and hopefully put on a good show for all the viewers back home.
All right. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to see how that all works on out. Here at Homestead Miami Speedway, 31 drivers, 32 check that one joining in late. Scheduled to take the green flag. That's a pretty good group of DW12s this late at night.
Yeah, that's good though. I was really hoping for a pretty good size field. I know some guys, you know, we do an IndyCar race and they tend to not like it. I don't know if I should say not like it, but I know it's not really their thing. But I think this is a great field for this, and Homestead's one of the best tracks for Indy cars. So we're in for a hell of a show here, I think, John.
I think we are. 25 laps the scheduled distance. This is the last race of the night. For the ones that don't know, shortness of breath, it has arrived. First time doing a full on stream, not what we really did with area with the duels and qualifying, full on enter night since the sickness. It kind of arrived late Tuesday night. You kind of probably could hear it in that stream. We did one race last week with Atlanta. Feel great. Voice 95% heading into this stream. And I think it held together pretty well, honestly. Probably a lot better than I expected. Little bit scratchy, just barely, but yeah, I mean, I think I could even give it a day and it'll be a-okay. But time to rest the voice as well following this, because we've got the Area 500 to go ahead and broadcast. That'll be a solo cast. Drool, we got a need ticket just next week as well. You talk about uniqueness, you can't get any more unique than the next gen there at Le Mans.
No, I'm liking it. Yeah, I've turned many laps at Le Mans in different cars, and I've run a few 24 hours there, so it's really cool to, really neat to be able to do that. It's definitely a challenge, but once you get the hang of it, I mean, it's so much fun. I'm by no means the fastest driver, but you know, I think we're all going to have a lot of fun, assuming we can keep it clean and hopefully everybody's respectful. It's it's going to require a lot of concentration. If you even miss a braking point, it could be bad news for you. But I mean, going how fast 215 down the Mulsanne, it's so cool. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Going to be fun indeed. Just got an update from one of our sources. They say, yeah, we think there may be more dirty air, depending on how you look at this. So, oh no, it's going to be interesting to see. Zachary Troll, good luck.
Thanks, John.
We're going to say those magical words for the final time tonight. Godspeed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Homestead Miami Speedway, the home track of NR Night in America. A whole broadcasting career starting from a bedroom just about 30 minutes from this racetrack. Pretty cool indeed. Always fun to come back here on the virtual side. Final stream in Miami was also from Homestead Miami Speedway. Well, in the bedroom. Final sim track broadcast in Miami was at the Speedway you currently see. Let's light the fuse from South Florida. Didn't take long for the energy to kick up. Workman 3 wide. Sean Rowe to the point. Kevin Champagne, P2, 3 wide middle. Spinning, wrecking deep in the field. Sean Rowe leads lap 1. And Rowe is able to pull away. Watching on the gearbox, Kevin Champagne. Thurston Horn. Look at Zachary Truhl, inches off the outside wall, trouble. River Page, Chad Hornish. Caution will wave. And Page is going to be parked right in the middle of the track. The live chat is way too funny. Some things I cannot repeat, but I very much go ahead and read. Watch on River Page. River Page was deep in this field. Question is, how did he crash? And someone came up the speedway quickly. Sean Conklin. Where was he going? Man, really got loose and overcorrected. And the big thing everyone's saying, the car is tight. Very, very tight. Pit road is full of machines. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a couple interviews. Okay, Troll, you're back. You're the first one that I saw navigate to the outside. Big reason I'm guessing dirty air is pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's extremely tight. And I went up high and got caught in the marbles. I don't know how I didn't hit the wall. I'm trying everything because I'm not having too much luck, but got 20, we're gonna have 19 laps to figure it out, but.
Yeah, not a long race at all. What's been the big discussion from that live chat?
Probably the fact you can't use the weight jacker or any of that. So.
Did they have that in this car?
They do.
Wow.
It's basically the same. The roll bars and the weight jacker. It's all the same as in the iRating. I guess they just don't have it set to where you can use it on a fixed setup like they do the iRating.
Okay.
So. Yeah, the dirty air is a little worse than I thought it would be. Going to be about managing it, but looks like Sean took off from the rest of the field, so it looks like clean air is absolutely everything here.
Well, it'll be fun to see if anyone can break through it. Good luck.
Thanks, John.
And that was Zachary Truhl. 2 by 2, they worked their way down the back stretch and into 3 and 4. Rowe, Workman, Thurston, and Champagne, your new Fast 4. As they all get ready to try it all once more. Cody Workman has an open wheel win, should we say. Came from Chicagoland. Wild wreck got him to victory lane. Let's see if he can do it at Homestead. 19 to go from South Florida. Top side, Sean Rowe, Cody Workman sits right with them, trying to break on through. He's got to get out of that line. Horn, Austin, Champagne, Castro Neves. Dudes, Castro Neves, nephew of Helio. Look at Workman just trying to chase Sean Rowe down the straightaway. And then forced to run a different line down into 1 and 2. Well, if he's going to want to win it, he's going to have to work for it nonetheless. Connor Horn, James Thurston, wheel to wheel battle for third. Fighting deeper in the field, Braden Lovick. Back there in 15th, Hector Collazo with him. A lot of drivers battling the same issues. Yeah, you can just see how tight the race car is. And you can wonder if it could have been something different if it was a night race. But under the sun, hot, slick, and I guess in this form, very, very tight. And check that, actually probably would be tighter under the lights, so there'd be more grip. 14 to go. Sean Rowe, Workman, Horn, Thurston. Mosteller and Austin, 6th and 7th. Racing at Homestead Miami Speedway, always a fun sight to behold. And you see how much these drivers really just put it back on the edge. Cody Workman trying to close on in, half a second back to Sean Rowe. Rowe will be running in the World Grand Prix. That will be this Friday. Closest thing you can get to winning at that, winning tonight. Looks to do just that. Or Thurston, I think Thurston just caught the outside wall. And there's Stroll, P5. James Thurston, P4. Shuffling and swaying for the ones looking for COT, or check that, for the ones looking for COTA. That will be race number 1. That COT Inter Night in America might return this Tuesday. The Area 500 live on this YouTube channel Monday. And you're not going to want to miss that. Going to be one heck of a race. Workman 9/10s back with 9 laps to go. Here's the battle for third. Whoa, what a save, Connor Horn. Just jumped on board with him. Had a hand over fist, and I think someone else may have gotten impacted. Yes, they did. Zachary Trull. Caution. James Thurston, we believe, did get a piece of it. Now we're going to have a late race restart. Watch back. And we saw Horn with a wild save. Happened just around here. Thurston went to block. Slammed the outside wall, caught Zachary Truhl. And even bigger incidents occurred deeper in the field. Yahir Rodriguez. Man, really took place. Caution is out. Once again, Cody Workman, currently the race leader. What happened to Sean Rowe? And we'll continue to look back. We don't see Sean Rowe anywhere on the speedway. Now we do. And after a quick look, did he make contact with anyone or did it just go away? I think he just lagged out. And he did. Wow. Sean Rowe lags out from the race lead. And we'll get ready to rock and roll with what we've got going. Two by two, not too many cars left after those wrecks. Cody Workman with a great shot at winning. Two by two, let's get ready to roll. Workman on the bottom. Moss Stellar on the outside, 5 laps to go from Homestead. Whoa, trouble. Brandon Movick inside wall on his own. Kevin Champagne way down below the white line. Gets under Connor Horn. Mostello on the fence, 4 to go. Josh Kenyon, Bryce Benton. 3 wide, 2 wide all around. 3 to go for Workman. Just don't think Connor Horn's going to be able to get there in time. He's got Kevin Champagne breathing down the neck. Champagne to the outside. Should I say not? Connor Horn, the outside of turn 2. Takes the lead from Cody Workman. Salamanca, 1 to go from Miami. Horn with a bold move to the outside. less than a lap away from his first win in NR. Workman's got Champagne. That will be the fight for second. Can you believe it? From racing in his first night to seeing the checker flag in the final race, Connor Horn wins in Miami. Workman second, Kevin Champagne in third. And that's how we end the night, with a brand new winner. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. And that is how it's going to end. Fun night of racing. Fun night of action, fun night of racing, and Connor Horn will see victory lane. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. That's one way to end a night of 4 great races. Fun, exciting, grueling. And I'll see you this Monday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central for the Area 500. You're not going to want to miss that race at all. Once again, race fans, we'll be back this Monday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central for the Area 500. Do not miss out at all. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. And so long from Homestead Miami Speedway. A new first-time winner in NR Night in America.